What's going on, everybody? How are we doing tonight?
You motherfucker, you changed my name.
Oh, you're just now realizing that I did that? Dude, I did that right when you hopped into the call.
I didn't even see it. Fuckface.
I was hoping you were going to go all night without seeing it. I was like, when is he going to notice it? When is he going to notice it? That's it. I'm going to ban. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm banning these emoticons from my chat. I'm banning them from my chat. They're banned. You know what? Do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
Don't be a little bitch. Don't be a little bitch.
No, I'm fine. I'm not gonna ban you.
Don't be a little bitch.
You won't ban her because you're afraid of her, dude.
So yeah, she's got receipts of you, like, you know, using her for bribery to get some of us to watch Ahsoka.
That may or may not have happened. No, that definitely did happen. It did happen. Also, don't tell me with a good time, honey. But how's everybody doing tonight? Devil, thank you for setting up a part of the stream for me. Work was hell.
Oh, no problem.
I love my job. I love my job. I love my job.
Like doing anything.
Yeah, I have a hard time a lot. I'm usually very hard, very often of the time. Wait, what did we say?
Why do I go here?
Yeah.
You know,
why does it
be here? I could be grinding on Lords of the Fallen right now. I don't need to do this.
You are definitely already grinding on Lords of the Fallen.
Are you playing
right now.
that
Don't
right
you
now?
dare lie to me.
I was 3 minutes ago.
I haven't got to play in like 5 days. I'm jonesing, but too busy.
I know nothing about this game.
So good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got past a couple bosses today, surprisingly quickly. It wasn't so bad. And now I'm in this nightmarish, I'm in the Fens. It's called the Fens. It's just swamp village, these creatures. And I found the boss, but he's a little rough. I'm exploring the place before I go back in and fight him. He's not a mechanic, and I need to make sure I can survive while doing it.
So, we're not even to the chat part, but I saw this from Weed Pillar. Do you guys think Latinos who demand Latino representation ever been to Latin America?
Probably not.
No. Probably not. They probably are actually more Americans than anything else. But again, thank you, Devil, for all your help. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good. You know, just trying to get everything ready for next weekend.
You're always getting things ready, Devil.
No, Bug. Devil's decided to rank every Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, I noticed, and you fucked that one up too.
How did I fuck that one up?
We need bug streams now to counter the old Dermy streams that have gone away.
God, I can't do like streams of my own. I'm still like wondering if I can have a schedule open to even attempt a Spider-Man 2 stream.
Real quick. How did we fuck up that list? Because I know nothing. Literally, I don't know anything. That's why I'm not freaking out about it.
All right. Dylan and I were talking about this last night. You didn't mix up the characters on the first list enough. Because people really wanted to hear discussions about the most popular characters, and then when you finally got to them, you were speed running because you wanted to kill them.
Yeah.
So that was the problem. You should have mixed it up a bit more.
I'm not the one in charge. I got thrown that last minute.
Be honest, it's not his fault that James can go on for hours about every single one of those characters.
Yeah.
Yes, and I let James talk about whatever the hell he wants to talk about.
But you were just going up from the bottom to the top.
Well, that's how my whole thought process was. Okay, this isn't going to take us long. How hard could this be? And then when Devil said, "Hey, I have another stream I need to be on. We need to hurry this up." It's like, fuck.
I said in an hour we could have gone for another 40 minutes, and I'd have still been fine.
We could have in another 40 minutes. We could have had 2 characters ranked. Let's be real here. Okay, never. Anyways, okay, I fucked it all up. I fucked everything up.
Blame Dermy. It's
yeah, blame me.
It's the right choice.
Blame me.
I can't wait for next Sunday. It'll be a good one.
Yeah, next Sunday we got Raiden, Sub-Zero, people like that. That's about all the characters I actually know.
Shit about.
You don't know about Kintaro and all them?
Of course, I know about Kintaro, the Minotaur motherfucker that they
I'm not
always
talking to you,
tease.
Bug. I'm talking to a dumbass up here.
Kentaro Miura?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I'm being serious right now. Like you're speaking different language to me. By the way, Smoke Power sucks. Static, how are you doing?
Doing well. Yeah, just busy getting ready for the show on Thursday. That's pretty much what I spent most of the evening doing. We're gonna get into some weird conspiracy theories about the end of the world.
Meat.
Is that why you asked about that one book?
Yeah.
That book is so weird and I love it. Mr. Bug, how are you doing, friend?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I finished the Assassin's Creed Mirage in time to have Spider-Man 2 be ready, which is nice. Mirage was kind of boring at the end. It was looking to be a 5 and then it went to be a 4. Now I'm bored and waiting for Spider-Man 2 so I can have some life in these bones.
Is that a good 4 or like how do you rate your things out of 10 or out of what?
I don't know. It depends on the mood. I guess considering the game was originally was meant to be an expansion for Valhalla, which explains a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it a 5 out of 4 like a 4 out of 10 because
Wait. Mirage was supposed to be an expansion for Valhalla.
it was supposed to be like an expansion like DLC thing, but then they decided that they were gonna make it into its own game and retweak things.
It's like what they did with Miles Morales.
Miles Morales had way more content than this fucking thing did, and
Yeah, but it
I
was
actually
still
had
a
more
DLC.
fun with the game.
I'm sorry, the new cat came in and she's just a meowing storm.
Oh my god, another one.
Shut up.
He's
Anyways,
gonna become
okay.
the goddamn cat lady from Simpsons.
I'm so happy I'm out of Assassin's Creed. I don't care anymore. I played Valhalla. I was not impressed. I was actually very disappointed in it, and yeah.
I didn't even finish Valhalla.
I 100 it. It got boring.
Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Because after a while, it became like I just want to cause death and destruction, and I hated life. And then they released that.
Dude, you do that on a weekly basis.
No, not a game like you don't 100. That's not a game worth 100ing. You don't do it like that. You just beat the story, maybe play a few side missions, then you just put that shit away. Delete it from your hard drive and pretend you never touched it, you never spent money on it, you never did anything with it.
Sometimes, I mean, I go for the platinum when it's achievable. If I look at the entire list, even without the hiddens counting, and I say, can I do this shit? Yes. And then that triggers I'm going to complete this shit. I'm going to go for it. I did it. I've done it on a couple of Assassin's Creed games.
I wasn't streaming at the time. I was working at a gas station. In my free time, I just played it. I was bored, had nothing else to play, so I just 100 it. So I ended up dropping out when the third DLC thing was planned, where it was just all fantasy stuff, and it's like, nah, I'm not. This isn't what I wanted. So
I never bothered with any of the DLC of the RPG games. I was just like, nope.
Listen, I wanted to go to Ireland. That was at least what I wanted to do, and I liked Vikings.
What do you mean? From what I've seen in the video, Ireland doesn't look any different than fucking England. So it's like, what's the point of that?
Yeah, it was pretty much the same thing. And then I don't remember how France played, but Adam, how are you doing?
I mean, it's Tuesday. I got some shit done. Did the Lords of the Fallen stream this afternoon. Suffer my way through it. I'm having a good time, but it's still it's a Souls-like game, so it's kicking my ass at certain points. So
I might look into it.
I mean, it's no joke. It's no joke. It's one of these punishing ones.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not open world. You're basically on a path, and you just got to keep going forward. and the zones get bigger as I go forward. But it's good and it's challenging. But like you guys said, there's a lot coming down the pike in the next few weeks. And this weekend we got Spider-Man. I'll probably be playing that Saturday night. Next week we got Return to Moria. I'm very excited for that.
That's next week?
Yes, next Tuesday. Return to Moria is next Tuesday. What?
I wish you would have told me that a whole lot sooner than
Dude, I've been saying it for weeks.
Have you not realized by now that you need to basically be telling me shit like multiple times?
Well,
I forgot to put it
watch
on my
my
calendar.
Motherfucker, we don't need to be telling you shit multiple times. We need to like staple shit to your forehead.
Watch my fucking streams. I say it constantly. I've been talking this shit up for weeks. I even got it wrong.
I have a 24-hour stream next week where I'm playing Pokemon. If I would have known Return of Moria is coming out next Tuesday, I would have bought it.
Move your stream. It's not locked in. Is
do
it?
like a
locked in.
variety. I mean, is your 24-hour stream really going to be all Pokemon?
I have challenged myself to see if I can beat
No, you know what?
Pokemon
Unchallenge
Heart Gold
yourself.
in 24 hours.
Unchallenge yourself and get on fucking Return to Moria.
Ask fans.
How about you challenge yourself with
fans.
some bitches?
Ask your fans what they want. If they say do Moria 2, then you know what to do. If they say stick with the Pokemon plan, stick with the Pokemon plan.
Yeah, so
they know what they want to watch.
Or I don't know, mix it up. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, so I mean,
24-hour stream of Pokemon. I'm sorry, I'm putting a gun in my head.
But that is kind of on you, Adam, because you need to pin messages like that to his backpack. Otherwise, the little kid forgets.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Not his backpack. You need to like put a post-it note on his forehead.
You need to basically like shove it in my face. The first thing that I see is like, Dermy, you dumbass. It comes out this day. Cat, if you want love and attention, come here. Quit running away.
Are you talking to your victims again?
Well, yeah.
I'm talking to this new cat. It was not a choice of mine to get it. My mom just comes over to me yesterday.
So why are you taking care of it?
Because nobody else will. And she outright said, Dermot, this cat's skittish. You were so good with the last cat, which we've only had for like a week and a half or something like that. I don't remember. Take care of it. I still have this other kitten to take care of. Now I have this cat to take care of, and nobody else wants to take care of it, but she won't let me actually touch her. She's too terrified of anybody.
Who would want to let you touch her? Them,
okay? This is the weird thing. This is a cat that's like, meow, 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 like begging for attention. And when you try to give it to her, she's running away.
Begging for freedom away from you.
It's begging for death.
Listen, the real reason we got her is because this is going to sound cruel and unusual. She's going to make kittens.
Oh, God.
That's the only reason you get a female cat. That's the only real reason you get a cat on a farm anyway. So, yeah, we'll see how long she lasts.
Why kittens? Why do you want kittens?
Because we live on a farm.
Just to eat mice?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they do go for a lot.
No, you have to have like one of those rare breed things.
Yeah, like
otherwise you can't give away kittens.
Yeah,
you can give away kittens. We come here around here and you just pick them up and it's like, here you go, have a free one.
But that's exactly it. With kittens, you can put them in a box, like you can sit at the grocery store, have them in a box, and people will come and get them. But it's not like dogs where you literally, they can go for a shit ton of money. It's
$500 for a dog once.
Most cats are just all mixed breeds, and you just get whatever color comes out.
It's like a loot box. You don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, like the brown one that has a white ass.
Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of brown ones with white asses, spooky. What the fuck? Cloud, how are you doing?
You're not supposed to say that word.
I feel like I did that last week as well. I go to you and I see Spooky and I call you Spooky.
You can't call him a spook, according to Nick Fury, at least.
Okay, I'm sorry. How you doing, Furry Cloud?
Shut the fuck up. We established it. You can't just pull shit out of your ass and say, "Oh, it's lore now."
Didn't pull it out of your ass.
He always pulls shit out of his ass.
No, what you tweeted some Dr. What's his fuck called you a furry, and I asked you, are you a furry? And you said, well, according to him. So now I'm like, so you're a furry? Like what constitutes you as being a furry? So right now I'm calling you a furry because you haven't specified why is he calling you a furry? Just to call you a furry?
Yes.
I mean, you want to fuck Sasquatches and Ewoks, so.
I think we need to put a pause on adding to poor Cloud's lore because it's getting kind of convoluted.
Yeah, we told you can't just say the Ewok thing. You can't just make that up and add it. You can't just add lore. Lore
I
happens on its own.
changed lore.
No. See that's not how lore works.
You can't change.
That. You're
Do
not
we want
Disney
to
Star Wars.
listen? The reason why I changed the lore was because Cloud didn't want to be a Sasquatch pedo.
Yeah, but all you have to do is take the pedo part out that you added at rando. No,
I didn't add that. That was devil.
Doesn't even but you supported it.
Yes, I did support it.
Yeah, so you could forget that part, but you can't just change it to Ewoks because it makes no sense.
Little Sasquatches look like Ewoks.
No, they don't.
They fucking don't.
Yes, they would. A
look
little
like
tiny
fucking teddy
Sasquatch would look
bears.
like Ewok. They would look like an Ewok.
No, they
They
wouldn't.
fucking don't.
Static's
Ewoks are
over.
just-
No, Static. I saw your head shaking. Yes,
I don't
you were
know.
agreeing
No,
with me.
no,
Ewoks
because
look
they're
like
not
fucking koala
because
bears. You
yeah.
goddamn Mongoloid.
Sasquatches aren't as stout as an Ewok, so they'd be much more slender than an
Listen,
Ewok.
if we were in the Star Wars universe, we all know Cloud would want to fuck a Wookiee, okay? So then you just do the math. A little Wookiee is an Ewok.
I know.
So Cloud would want to fuck Ewoks.
Why the fuck do I even come on here?
The question we all ask ourselves: why the fuck did we come on a stream with Dermy?
Wait,
Well,
no.
I'm just being nice and not streaming over him right now. That's what I'm doing.
No, gal. Ewoks were originally supposed to be Wookiees.
No, they
So
weren't supposed to be
the ma-
Wookiees. It was just supposed to be on Kashyyyk.
I think
No,
they
they
were
were-
supposed to be Wookiees.
No. Originally, it was supposed to be at Battle of Endor. Was supposed to be the Battle of Kashyyyk, but they couldn't pull it off, so they switched to Ewoks for merchandising reasons because it would sell easier and sell to kids. Like
Okay,
that.
just what do you mean? Like they couldn't pull off? Like they couldn't have that many Wookiee costumes or something like that?
I don't know full details. There was budgetary issues and there was time,
Well,
and I think somebody told George we can't do this, so they did.
And also, you get one Ewok is worth like one Wookiee. 3 Ewoks is worth 1 Wookiee. So I mean, Cloud would be in heaven.
Well, here's the thing, though, dude. I mean, Wookiee may be
How that
a
works?
Wookiee may fuck you up, but a Wookiee ain't gonna eat your ass when it's all over.
That's right. That's
Those little bastards will eat you. I mean, they're gonna eat you. They ate stormtroopers.
Why do you
Well,
think Cloud
also-
loves them?
So are you saying Ewoks are more kinky than Wookiees?
No, they're just hungry. They
Okay.
will eat you. They,
Well,
they-
The only
also-
good
they're
Ewok is a
they're
dead
omni-
Ewok.
let me say this, they're omnivores. They will eat anything.
Well, so Cloud, do Sasquatches eat ass?
I don't fucking know.
You're the one that
Did
fucked
the
one.
Sasquatch eat your ass?
you did fuck one. You got tricked into a one-night stand with one.
All I said was she had a
Messing
really
with
hairy
Sasquatch.
back. That was it.
And there's
Never-
Cloud.
And yes, fractured. Cloud likes to fuck Sasquatches.
No, I don't. You made that.
Never take a lesson from Cloud. Never tell us any personal details about your life. We will make fun of you till the day you die.
And let's be real, Cloud, I love you to death, but you're the only one I can get one up on. So, okay,
It will only last for so long.
So it's like, that the little critter that everyone beats on, the little hunchback critter that everyone kicks around has to have the little mouse that it yells at.
it's
to
like
make itself feel big.
Zap Brannigan, Kip. So Zap Brannigan treats Kip like shit, but there was the one episode where Fry was under Kip, and Kip just lays into Fry, just like next level strict. That's me.
Everyone looks at Dermy, goes, "Shut up, Dermy," and Dermy looks at Cloud and goes, "Shut up, Cloud."
No, I look at Cloud and I shout at him. What episode was that of Futurama? That was they were going after the ball planet. Oh, I don't remember what it was. But anyways, let's quickly say hello to chat before we get into our first topic. We got Legatus in here, King Mod. We have Kel in chat. I'm going to skip that one and go right here to green-haired anti-liberal because we're not bringing up any of those evil images. I did say hello to... Shut the fuck up. I did say hello to Weed Pillar.
Power Coach.
You are all heathens in my eyes. We got Clinton Hausch in chat. Damn, just realized Jeremy has a blue wave going in chat. A blue wave? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to potentially start thinning down the mods because it started off as a joke and now it's becoming a problem. I already did Kel. We got Melee K in chat. How you doing, lovely? We got Paul Hadoken. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. I think I said that right. How you doing? Who else do we have? Fractured, of course. How you doing, buddy? Release the McCrackens in chat, and Cell Shade just showed up. How you doing, Cell Shade? Now then, our first topic, and this. Damn it, devil!
You can't stop it. You can't stop it.
No, power couch means literally nothing. There's no way you can interpret power
couch.
Couch.
Do you have any idea what happens on the power couch? Great things happen on the power couch.
Back taco, at least you can figure out what back taco means. You can't figure out what power couch means. It's just words.
No, power couch is the vehicle of greatness.
No, it's not.
Understand this.
Unless I'm mistaken, power couch was invented because someone had a large caboose. And Kenzo said that they needed a power couch in order to support said caboose.
Paul said.
Okay, Paul said
Paul's the inventor.
Power couch to support said caboose. So therefore, the power couch is for a large back taco.
No,
back
taco is a term made by a delusional, flaccid freak who's obsessed with dirty, nasty asses. Power couch is power. It is what we all want. We all need. Power couch.
You know what? I got K on my side.
I hate
the
pickles,
tacos,
so I'm on power couch.
The tacos and the pickle army.
You. Another one for the army.
The pickle army still supports the back taco.
We're gonna kidnap Kay and like deprogram her. Like people would get taken from cults. That's what we're gonna have to take Kay, and we're gonna have to.
You mean like they did in Barbie?
Did they do? I don't know. I never saw the movie.
I saw Jay Longbone's like review of it, like because
they did.
Yeah, because they have that whole thing where they kidnap the Barbie. They have to like deep brainwash them from the Ken's influence, and they just basically just sit them in a chair. And they just start spouting feminism shit at them until they are quote unquote free.
Apparently, Kay, I'm gonna have to come and save you. Okay, I'm gonna have to save the pickle Hontus.
So back taco conversion therapy.
Pickle Hontus? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, she's pickle Hontus.
Yeah, we've named Kay pickle Hontus.
My retardation plus pickles.
If there's any lesson about this, never let this motherfucker near food. Okay, he just does weird shit to it. Back tacos, pickle Hontus. Like, what the fuck is this weird shit you do with food, Kirby? You ruined tacos for me, motherfucker. I can't even look at a taco the same.
You know what? Because of that, I'm going to have to hunt down what DJ tweeted out a while back. Because he's sided with the back taco army. That's going to be all the way back on Saturday. I'm not going to be able to find that. But DJ Axis made a very disturbing meme of a back taco. Let's just say that.
Oh, God.
That was very graphic. Very graphic.
Someone made back taco more disturbing than you.
Oh, wait. What was it the Goatsy one with you and Todd Howard?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even going to try to hunt it down. That was very graphic. But okay, this is our first topic. Mainly because apparently Adam's like, oh, this happened a little earlier today, and I saw it just before the stream. Netflix drops first fully costume look at upcoming live-action Avatar and the Last Airbender adaptation. Now, at least the first 3 images came out a while back. which
It was all Fire Nation stuff today.
yeah, like these 3 came out a while back. I think Zuko also was really revealed a while back as well. But the 3 we got,
It was Zuko with a helmet on. Now you see him without his helmet.
here's Zuko without helmet. I don't hate it. Here's Uncle Iroh, which I'm not a fan of.
Here's the problem: you're never going to be able to replace Mako.
No. Wait, which one was Mako? Oh,
Mako. He was the voice. He was the original voice.
Yeah.
He died before it was over. You know,
Wait, did he
Mako's
really?
one of the most famous Asian actors of all time in American cinema. You don't Mako. He was Akira in Conan. You literate fuck.
yeah, help me with that. Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Wait, he died. He was the original voice of Iroh and died before it was over?
He was also the voice of Aku.
Yep, they had to.
Oh.
He has one of the most iconic voices ever.
Yeah.
Mako was fucking awesome.
When you said Aku and everything, it all started clicking again because my brain was not wanting to connect everything together for some reason. I don't like the beard. I'll say that. I don't like this beard for Iroh. It doesn't feel... Because Iroh's beard looked a little different, but it is translating to live action.
Asians
so
can't grow facial hair like that.
it's true.
It's not real.
Here is... God, I can't remember her name. Princess... Azula.
Azula. She doesn't look like Azula.
I'm gonna come through the thing and
my brain was not wanting in her name's even right here. My brain was not wanting to compute what you were saying. I don't like her. She looks too girlish. Too young as well, but also too girlish. And Azula has more of a woman feature. That's actually
no.
Azula
question. Doesn't appear until season.
Yeah, I know, but
no, she appears in season 1.
Fucking question, Derby. Don't.
Yeah. How old? I don't know actually. Yeah, she does.
Really?
Yeah. When they're talking about the how Zuko got his scar, she appears in the crowd, and then at the end of season 1, I believe she appears.
I remember that flashback. She had the fucking gleeful smile.
She looked like she was a psycho even back then.
That's flashback.
Well, no, I think she does appear at the end of season 1 as well.
Okay, but like
it's been a while since I've watched it, so.
But she was like what? The age like 15, 16, something like that?
Probably actually.
Well, I mean,
I don't.
Also, Azula's supposed to be vicious and threatening, and I'm not scared of this chick.
No, she also looks. She looks a little thick, and not the good kind of thick, like thick around here, like.
Just say puffy, motherfucker.
No. Because puffy.
Okay, if you're not gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. She looks puffy. She looks like she's a fucking chipmunk.
Now I will
she's
say
storing some like fucking nuts for the winter.
Yeah, I will say I do like. Fuck. Why am I blanking on his name? What the fuck? Okay, it's right here. It has to be Ozai. I like King Ozai. Emperor
Age is
Ozai.
14.
She's 14.
Really?
Yeah.
So then, how old would Zuko be?
Wouldn't he be 16? Like at least 2 years older than her?
Yeah, about 16 or so. Yeah, that makes sense. Ozai, I like the look of Ozai.
Yeah, he's 16.
That's pretty accurate. And Daniel Day Kim, he's a decent actor.
Mm-hmm. I still do not have high hopes for the show whatsoever.
Well, here's the thing. It looks like they might follow the One Piece formula. I mean, we'll see. What is it? December? It's coming out in December?
I don't think it's coming out in December. Does it say when it comes out? Because I don't think they've actually announced.
If Bounding tells you, they tell you at the bottom. Go to the bottom.
Not until next year.
Oh, okay.
Sometime in 2024. The problem is
I'll review it because I know Airbender pretty well. So I mean,
I need to rewatch Airbender.
I've seen it 3 times all the way through. So
I've seen it a handful of times all the way through, but I just need to. I liked it. Is what it is.
But it holds up.
It does hold up. 100%.
Still holds up.
The problem with it being like One Piece, though, is I vividly remember them talking about the original Airbender creators actually left production because they couldn't do what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And
again, we'll see what happens. Well, because I guess right now, in the pros and cons side, it looks right.
Yes.
It looks
Except
right.
for
It's just, overall, it looks right. And because originally, when I first did a video on this 2 years ago, the original concept for this was it was going to take place in the regular modern world. It was not going to be a direct adaptation. It was going to be some sort of weird thing, and bending was some sort of mystical thing in the real world, and the Fire Nation was a corporation, and all that's what it was supposed to be, and everybody was going to be in high school. And somewhere along the way, they scrapped that, and they're doing this. So when they started talking about that this was going to be the actual thing, I was completely surprised because it was not what I remembered them saying was going to be. So I'm glad at least they changed that.
Yeah, because we all really wanted Fire Lord Donald Trump.
You know what? I want AI images of Fire Lord Donald Trump now. I want that. Please, somebody bring this into the world. This sounds awesome. But I don't like Zuko's actor. I don't. He looks like a Neanderthal. Just don't like him, but
You mean
I
mean Sokka?
Sokka. Did I say Soka?
You said Zuko.
Zuko.
Why am I doing this tonight? What the fuck?
Because
You're just retarded.
Yeah, he looks too stoic. The character's really animated in the cartoon. So
Well, I mean, for episode 1, he was more stoic, and then he became animated. My problem is just his face, like it's the actor himself.
You know, it's a still. It's the only shot we have. I'm not going to rate it based on that.
But I can agree with you. It's just he looks like he has fetal alcohol
It's not rating it. It's just a critique. I mean, we're critiquing the photos. That's all we can do. Ain't got no other information.
Yeah, I need a trailer before I really can make any judgments.
Do they have a release date?
All we have is sometime in 2024. But real quick, for Melee K for the Back Taco war efforts. Oh, thank you, Melee K. Oh, you're so sweet. Back Taco for life.
Traitor.
We're gonna help you, Kay.
No, you're not. We're gonna
get you out of this.
You're gonna be criminals.
Oh, I'm gonna. You know what? You want to see something?
What do I want to see?
Oh God, he's pulling his cock out.
No, I'm not a pull.
This is Dermy's future, probably. At the rate it's going, it might happen.
Yeah, you're gonna start like throwing cats like fucking batarangs and shit.
No,
dude.
I come home today from work. I get into the house. I'm exhausted. I'm not even paying attention to what's on the floor. And I take one look, and our fat cat that usually stays outside is inside now. And it's like, what the fuck's going on? Why is my mom all of a sudden having this turn of heart where she wants all the cats? What's going on?
Be lucky it was just a cat, motherfucker. My mom brought in a fucking deer once, and that was annoying as fuck.
But the thing is, my mom does not like animals. That's what makes this all weird. She does not like animals at all.
Jeremy,
I love animals. I love them to death.
Jeremy, I'm trying to tell you this as someone who's been in a position with that because my mom, while she was a bitch, she really loved animals to an insane degree. You're lucky she didn't bring in a fucking deer.
Yeah, why? Where'd you keep the deer?
Well, it would come
in the refrigerator.
Yeah, I wish, but no.
Deer are
it would
friends.
Stay inside where if it was raining, or otherwise it would just sit in the backyard. And let me tell you, the deers are assholes.
Yeah, because they're food.
You said it would stay inside when it was raining.
Yeah, that was how my mom would treat that.
How big was this deer?
It was a baby deer, man.
Well, did it get to full size? Like, how big did
it grew up. It got to a point, and then I don't know. The deer wasn't around no more, and I don't know what happened to it. I just knew that deer was a fucking asshole.
Well, I mean, like the deer here in Kansas can get to the size of like horses and stuff.
Motherfucker, I didn't take the goddamn tape measure and measure this thing. I fucking hated it. Okay.
You ate it. Okay, that's a good boy.
I didn't eat the fucking thing. I hated the fucking thing. I hate it with a burning passion.
You think having Dermy in the house, his mom would get tired of animals around?
You think?
There's a reason why she did hate animals.
You would think.
Maybe she treats Jeremy like a snake. You know, you gotta feed him rats every once in a while. She just throws cats at him, just like going like, "Please don't eat me, Jeremy. Here's some cats for you to eat."
What if she's like slowly gaining cats because she's gonna train him to try to take out Dermy? It's like one day she's gonna say some German word and the
there's the
cats are
army.
just all gonna attack.
There it is. This Dermy's future right there.
God,
They're
looks
all like-
hell.
They're all just looking at him,
Smell
going
that
like,
video.
"Die, motherfucker, so we can feast on your corpse."
I was gonna say, yeah, Derby's gonna die and the cats are gonna eat him.
There's gonna be 60 cats in the house,
I'm
and
more of
she's
a
just gonna look
dog
over.
guy.
She's gonna
I
look
like
over and say
dogs.
something. Just Zeiss the
You are a
pig, and all
dog.
of a sudden, all the cats are gonna jump on him and just start clawing the shit out of him or something.
Okay, this,
Hold on, wait. Be thankful your mom wasn't like that woman who accidentally brought home a baby panther.
Oh, that'd be
You
so
know,
fucking cool.
I kind of want a baby panther. I'm not gonna lie. I would like one.
No, you don't want that shit, Derby.
Dude,
I kinda
Dermy,
want
you
one.
cry when the little kitten bites your finger and shit. If you had a freaking
I kind of want one
Crazy
still. I
motherfuckers.
kinda
Oh
want
yeah,
one.
I'm gonna bring in a fucking tiger or shit. It's like you're not Mike Tyson. You can't like.
Okay.
You can't
Anyways,
just do that shit.
we're moving on. So this is just another small subject. Did any of you guys used to play the Tenkaichi games or Budokai games
No.
growing up?
No.
Only Dragon Ball games I played were Xenoverse.
Oh, I love Xenoverse.
Because I
Even
could make my own
Xenoverse 2.
Saiyan. I could make my own Saiyan. And it was awesome.
Freezer race all the way, baby. But I used to love this was my fighting game. Kay and I talked about it behind the scenes on Sunday. I love Budokai Tenkaichi. These were fantastic games, and the fact that they're making a fourth one, I'm excited as all hell. Now
Why do
there's
they
not
need
a
to
whole
make
lot of
a fourth one. They
Because they
haven't
haven't-
really added any new characters, have they, since the last one?
Yeah, they have. Like the last one, Super. Like the last Budokai game was out after GT. They haven't had another Budokai game in years. Like this is the first one in a long ass time. So they're going to probably combine all the superhero game, all the movies and stuff into one big game. I'm excited for this. Ooh, I'm super excited. And we have a trailer. It's only
I wouldn't
56
play it.
seconds. Yeah, this all came out like months ago, and I'm just now hearing about it. I mean, I think we can play the trailer.
No, it's Bandai. Don't chance it.
Don't chance it.
Don't chance it. Not with Japanese stuff. They will. Japanese copyright lawyers will fuck you, and not in a good way.
I want to play the trailer. Well, the
Don't
trailer isn't
fucking play
anything
it.
fancy. Trailer really isn't anything fancy. It just goes over. I think I can do. Like it shows the games throughout the years, and then it ends on a modern day version going into Super Saiyan Blue. So that's pretty much all it is. Not a
Well-
whole lot of information on it.
Well, I don't have any interest in it. All I could say is like, hope the game is cool for all the people that were waiting for it.
Oh yeah, Kay's saying we all need to play a Game Boy game, Super Sonic Warriors.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't want to play no Game Boy.
I want to play a Game Boy. I need to get my SP back.
I don't need the fucking screen to be smaller than my phone. I want to play it on a big screen, like a
No,
big
screw
boy.
you. No, I'm
Fuck
not
you.
a big boy.
We all know
I'm a
that
big
you're a
boy.
fucking toddler.
I am. I'm a giant ass toddler. There's a reason why they called me Mozo, Morak,
Fire Lord Trump.
Firelord Trump. Yes,
I just rolled across that as you put it up there. I was just coming across
I mean,
Firelord Trump.
I don't know. I don't see the Fire Lord part. He just looks like Donald Trump in a fucking Hugh Hefner robe.
Yeah, it needs
I
to
don't
have
care.
the little crown thing on the hair.
He needs to
I
have
like
like
it.
the fucking hair. Like,
Well, no, you see
Also,
his fire.
went
You
really
see the
heavy
Fire
with
Lord.
the panning.
a fire in the
fi-
background doesn't make you the Fire
No, it's on his
Lord.
face.
That's just Donald's face. Like in
No, that's
darker
much more.
colors.
That's much more orange than normal. That's his face. You can kind of also see it like it's orange, red, and yellow. What are you two doing? What are you guys doing over here? They're fighting now. Jesus Christ.
It's called training.
Yeah.
They're
It's Fight
sparring
Club,
with each other.
bitch.
Okay. So, next topic. It's a vast one. It's a vast one. So I'm just gonna share the window, so we can kind of leave this one
Before
around.
you do that,
Yeah.
here you go.
And I'm gonna pull this down,
We're talking animation. Here we go.
and we're gonna talk anime for a little while.
No.
They just keep happening.
I love these. Disney, we're giving you ideas.
I could go without the Sonic Chew one.
Yeah, I could too.
Oh god.
He's back, and he made a video today.
Don't.
damn it,
Wait,
I
I don't
should've
want to
said
talk about them
anything.
motherfuckers, please.
Yes, let's not talk about that, dude.
He definitively says he did not.
Jeremy, shut
I
the
don't
fuck
want to
up.
talk about
Ernie,
that
shut the fuck
motherfucker,
up.
please.
Okay, well, let's talk about this then. So, and I brought this up last week. Yu Yu Hakusho is getting its show coming out on sometime in December, the live action remake. Well, following this news that we talked about on Friday, we did get this. I want to say it was yesterday.
All right. Yeah, yesterday, but confirmed by what?
Readers.
Confirmed by who?
This is all I have. Official Yu Yu Hakusho is confirmed to be getting a reanimation in 2024. The
What's the
animated studio that has
confirmation from
been
who, though?
handling the reanimation of Yu Yu Hakusho has not been announced yet. So,
Yeah, I mean, first, I mean, just
we'll be
I don't
giving
believe
further
these
updates
things-
later. Other news.
nothing. Where? That's what I'm saying. Who, what, where? I mean, it hasn't shown up on the preview sites that I go to as something that's in the works. So, I mean, at least last I checked, it hadn't. So, I mean,
Well-
before we start a fight on this, 'cause I know there's going to be a fight.
Well, it's not a fight on. Yes and no. Yes and no on the idea of the fight, because I think Cloud and I this morning had a back and forth about it
Yeah.
all.
That's why I'm getting this out there before we start the fight.
Well, it really isn't about this area. I just saw this the other day and thought it would be interesting to talk about, because Yu Yu Hakusho is very dated in its animation, and just getting an updated animation isn't a bad idea.
You're not wrong.
It's fair. And I doubt Japan isn't known to actually like drastically change this stuff. And what is the other show that's getting remade right now? Because it did the same thing as most other animes, where it got way too far ahead. It's about a samurai guy that doesn't kill.
Oh, Rurouni Kenshin?
Yeah, Rurouni Kenshin's getting a manga accurate version right now.
That started, yeah. I mean, the
Mhm.
Kenshin one, I mean, original Kenshin, I got bored after the Edo arc just because I hated the way that fight went against what the hell was this guy's name? Shishio? Is that his name? I don't remember. Well, I hated one. I mean, it's basically Kenshin didn't beat him. His time ran out and he overheated. I hate it. That I lost all faith in that after that. And I know after that it turned into semi-real, semi-filler, but I didn't care anymore.
Well, because it's technically getting remade to be more accurate to the manga, but because it's a very dated animation as well, that's why I give it more credence to the idea that Yu Yu Hakusho might get a reanimation, especially because it's still super freaking popular. It's still beloved. People love this series to death, even with its weak ass ending. But it led to a back and forth between Cloud and I in DMs, where Cloud, do you think Japan is going super woke?
Slowly but surely, I do think it's gonna get there, because that Pokemon streamer that you and I used to watch, Blaine's, he said that Japan is like 2 years behind the U.S.
I think they're more insulated than anything else. Like, saying that they're behind is.
I'd say they're more 10 years behind just by music. And I just noticed this when my son started watching a lot of anime.
Oh, I just realized Samuel just got in here.
Yeah.
When my son started watching anime, I noticed that they've got like a lot of Japanese emo on it, and these were new shows. And I was like, this was the music that America was doing like 10 years ago. What's going on here?
Well, Go ahead, Cloud. And then
Hey, Zane.
Samuel, you had something to say, right?
Well, trend-wise, Japan has always been 5 to 10 years behind the West, but they always catch up. I mean, they don't like catch up to us, but like 5-10 years down the road, they're doing the same stuff we were doing 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, but when it comes to like their overall culture, like they do have like super feminists and overt communist individuals, but they are very much shunned in the grand scheme of things. Like they are not talked about a whole lot. They are actually kind of treated as pariahs and everything because their ideology is something that they're terrified
Yeah,
of.
for now.
Like they don't like it. Well,
For now, because it used to be shunned here too.
I think it's actually fully outlawed in Japan to be a communist.
No,
I need to double check that.
they have a
That might
communist
be.
party.
I think it's actually like against the rules there. I need to double check that. So take that with a grain of salt. But Cloud did direct me to this, which I kind of pushing back on Niche Gamer and everything about this because the actual article this comes from is in the Financial Times, which on PC apparently you have to pay for, but on my phone I was able to read the actual article. But Japan's Japanese collapse imminent. Why can't I read?
Mother God, Jeremy.
Prime Minister calls on BlackRock to invest in Japan. That was the actual headline, even from the Times. But what he actually ended up saying was, no, he was just calling on the investors as a whole to come invest in Japan, not just BlackRock. And before somebody says, well, all these investors are super woke and stuff, there are investors from all over the world that aren't woke that still invest. So you have like Saudi Arabia and places like that. He's just doing a prime minister job, but this is evidence of them going woke and falling apart, apparently.
But the other example I gave you, Jeremy, is how many Japanese companies have now become woke?
You pointed to Square and Sony. Sony is an international
But
company.
now-
and
but also
Square-
Bandai
No. You got to divide that. Square America, the mothership, doesn't play like that. Mothership halves do not play. It's Square America. It's Sony America. It's the American side that do that shit. And does the mothership let them get away with it? Yeah, but the mothership doesn't do that kind of shit.
And also Square Enix
No,
recently
but-
came out a few months ago
hold
and
on.
saying that
But they
no
moved
longer
their
doing this
office.
stuff.
Sony moved their offices from Tokyo to San Francisco.
Yeah, but that's Sony. But then your other explanation was Square, where Square several months ago came out and said that they're tired of doing this whole international market. They're tired of trying to pander to everybody. This came out shortly, either before or after their last game.
Avengers?
What was it? No, Square. This was the Black Girl
Forspoken.
powers.
Forspoken?
Yeah, Forspoken. This either came out before or after Forspoken. I found the article. I don't remember where I found it from.
Yeah,
But they came out and basically said they're done doing this international thing. They're going to start focusing on making games solely for Japan and then releasing it out that way.
And 5 minutes later, they sold off all three of the companies, especially the one involved making Forspoken. They couldn't get rid of that shit fast enough.
Yeah. So I get it. Like being wary of what Japan is going on in Japan. Yeah, 100%. Be as terrified as you can because Japan's one of the last bastions, but their culture and the way they view things is still very different than us as a whole. And I don't see them going woke because at the same time, when you look at like manga and anime, for example, you have thousands upon thousands of anime over there that we don't get, that don't get picked up or anything because the general populace doesn't want it. And then there's stuff that we don't see at all that is popular over there, but isn't going to get brought over here. So like you have a vastly different culture over there. They view a lot of the stuff that we are terrified here as, rightfully so, as like a bad idea. Don't do it. And we talked about their copyright laws and stuff like that. Like they have a completely different setup. So I mean, I get being terrified of the big name BlackRock. Like that, even the Financial Times, like they said, oh, they're asking for BlackRock, but they were asking for all the investors. And his reasoning made sense as just help out. You know, we have other companies here. We have like robotics, cars, all sorts of stuff.
I hope you're right, Jeremy, but time will tell, I guess.
But time will tell. I mean, I pray to God I'm right.
It's not like they're going to exclude BlackRock if BlackRock comes at them.
Well, yeah, why would you? But also, like, investing in your country as a whole, what are you investing
Because
in?
BlackRock believes that they have the right to enforce behavior by giving you money.
But at the same time, what would be BlackRock actually be investing in? Are they investing in the cultural endeavors, or are they going to be investing in the?
They're going to invest
like
in
the
whatever
robotics
gives them
and
the
stuff
most
like that.
influence. It's
So-
whatever gives them the most influence.
I get
over the
that, but
culture.
also when it comes to like the manga and anime areas over there, that's not the same as over here. Like,
But-
Fucking A.
Are you saying that their manga stuff over there isn't like publicly traded? Like I don't know how that works in Japan or
I think
anything.
some
but, you know.
companies are, but like
Oh.
the creators are the
Creators
ones that
generally own their
creators-
stuff, and also
yeah.
the manga industry is very capitalistic. It's cutthroat. You're either successful or you're not, and that's why it leads me. I'm gonna side again. God help me saying this. I'm gonna side with Dermy on this one, where it's just the nature of the businesses, the nature of the culture. It leans way more traditionalist, way more naturalistic, way more respect for family oriented stuff, which is why they're so desperate to get their families back together because, nobody's making babies anymore over there. But
Well, don't the dudes
It-
out there
it seems
work like
it's-
18-hour days?
Yes,
Well,
and it's
that's-
actually frowned upon in their culture not to do that.
Yeah.
the culture naturally is insulated to this type of shit. They have a natural installation to it, and also the way the businesses work, where all that stuff work, it's insulated against the woke takeover. Because if something is woke and it won't sell in Japan, if something won't sell in Japan, it's not going to sell. It gets canceled. They yeet that shit fast. Authors are told, sorry, this one failed. Go make up something else. Come back, try again.
Right, Adam. But look, so if I'm BlackRock, right, and I'm looking to invest in something that's popular and very, very much consumed, right? What I don't do is I don't go to the individual creators. I go to an imprint like Shonen Jump, and I invest in Shonen Jump, and then I give Shonen Jump strings. And if they want to keep seeing that money, they want to keep seeing that investment money. They start pushing those strings on the creators who are signed to them.
Yeah, but
Right.
then I see what you're saying, Samuel, but then that's also where Japanese brains start kicking in. That is, if you don't want my stuff, I'll go somewhere else. Like there's still
Which is fine.
Shonen
And-
Jump is your biggest one, yeah, but they also
Right,
have
that's
like
just an example, Dermy.
thousands.
Yeah, that's just an example, Dermy. What I'm getting at is, and yeah, the fact that they can just pick up and go somewhere else is awesome. Because that is actually a great defense against this kind of thing. What I'm saying is that I'm not 100% sure that it'll hold up over time, given enough time and patience put into this by companies like BlackRock.
I also saw a thing that it said they passed some law that now if manga artists want to continue getting funding, they have to give out their real name and their photo.
I don't.
Yeah,
believe
I
that
love
one.
I need a link. I need a source for that.
I remember
one.
that happening, but I don't think I passed because a lot of them like the anonymity because they get harassed about stuff either by fans or not fans. So
There's a reason like nobody knows who Oda's real name is, and like they did a very special thing for One Piece where when they introduced the dude, they had to go to a secure location. Like,
and when they recorded it, they had a fake anime face or a smiley face over his head when they recorded it, and so a lot of mangaka, a lot of light novel authors, the really famous ones, we know their names or whatever their pen name is, and they work very hard to keep anonymous. So
Clinton has an interesting point.
but
The worst part of ESG is that you must work with ESG companies or funding is cut off. That is currently slowly killing the company he works for. People are tired of it, but the soul is now sold. So like in Japan, they could like BlackRock could invest in all the paper companies, and now the paper companies couldn't work with. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be like a weird trickle down. I'm glad that there's a positive outlook that could be taken from this, but yeah, we'll have to see.
I'll say like be scared or be like wary. Promote
Prepare
Keep an
every.
eye out.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Yeah, I think Japan if they ever do go woke, is going to be like it's going to be like the opposite of Disney. Disney's going to be the last company to ever switch. Japan's going to be one of the last places to ever go woke, just because of how their country's like set
by
up.
the time Japan even goes woke, like everybody else will have like heel turned back to like doing normal shit. It would be like so like outdated and useless that Japan's gonna be like, wait, what the fuck's going on? You know, while everyone's like, dude, that trend is over. We went back to like doing actual stories.
But also and you're right, like we went back to doing actual stories, but also like I just thought about this because Andrew Legal Mind said I cannot think of the guy he also streams with that's from Korea. They talk about this a lot, like you have your woke individuals in like Japan, Korea, Taiwan, or not Taiwan, but in these areas, but they are just so shunned. Like they don't want that stuff because they see what it's doing over here. They see how it impacts everything over here. So the citizenry will actually cut it off at its neck. And then when you remember, I think it was Adam, I'm gonna need your help. Was it Kodakia? It looks like a swan or a phoenix. It's a manga company or an anime company.
Kodokawa,
Kodakawa.
the major one that does all the anime stuff.
Yeah, when they started talking about censoring stuff and changing stuff for distribution, they actually got like shunned hardcore, even by the government itself. Like the government came down on them. That's how bad it was. Like that's how protected they are when they started even talking about changing stuff for a more woke audience. Like it was not okay. I need to find out what happened with all that. It's been a while since I've looked into it. So I think things are okay right now in Japan is what I'm trying to get at, Cloud. So immediately thinking that everything's going to be going woke because back to like where our original discussion started, the prospects of a reanimation for Yu Yu Hakusho, I don't think that's a terrifying thing. I think that actually could work out. And if it does happen, get younger audiences interested because Yu Yu Hakusho is really fucking good.
Just for that also, there is a long history already now of stuff getting remade to be more accurate. I mean, the Yu Yu Hakusho is part of that original generation of anime where something was made, it outpaced the manga or the light novel, and they came up with its own ending, and it, while still loved, it's loved up to a point. And
that ending.
And well, I stopped after the tournament. And I didn't watch the Four Kings arc because the
Four Kings arc is really fucking good. It's weird. You don't really understand what the fuck's going on here, but that ending is just really. It's not bad like a Game of Thrones ending or something like that. It's just it feels so uneventful. Like from where we were, it's just very lackluster and very.
But you're making my point, though. When things got ended in a certain way back then, there was no recourse. But now you've got stuff like Fullmetal Alchemist paving the way. They did it with Sailor Moon Crystal. Over the summer, they released the final adaptation for the Stars arc, which the movies are out. I just haven't gotten around to watch them yet. I haven't been in the mood. I'll have to do a full rewatch. But that's the more manga accurate version of Sailor Moon. Even though the 90s cartoon is beloved, it really went off the rails because they had filler. They really went on the monster of the week type of thing. But that was successful. Fullmetal Alchemist successful. Bleach is back because they're animating the final arc with that. They didn't give it a fake ending. They just stopped after the previous arc, at the end of the previous arc. So there's a history of old shows coming back. I know you hate this one, but Hunter x Hunter was the redone version was fantastic because it was accurate, and then it just cuts it off because that's where at the time the manga had ended, and we all know the story of the mangaka. She's I forget what he or she in that one. Anyway, he is has constant health issues, so that one has a bad history. But that was a great. The redone adaptation was accurate, was great. So there's a long history of things getting reanimated, getting redone, just to be more accurate to the source material, and that's just it. It's accurate and it looks visibly better, and Yu Yu Hakusho could benefit from that.
Oh, it
could benefit
100% could.
It could benefit from going 16:9, not being 4:3 anymore, with modern day animation. I say good animation. Don't make it CGI animation. Make it real.
Oh
Yeah.
god, if they do that 3D shit, I'm gonna like lose my
Yeah.
mind.
I mean,
Well, like-
making good stuff. So
The CGI animation should only be used on things like crows, like very sparingly on certain things. Never make your show fully CGI. It's so ugly and hideous.
sometimes in fantasy anime they'll make the monsters
Mhm.
CGI, and it still looks weird. I'm not a fan
Yeah.
of that when they
That's
do
why-
that.
The only time I think it was done okay is if you watch the Golden Age trilogy for Berserk, and even then, it still doesn't look great.
It's
No.
it's like it's kind of like a mix. They did like a bit of a mixture where like you have your traditional animation, and then you'll have like some of the 3D stuff, which kind of works for some things. Like
The
when you get
3D
to
stuff mainly just comes out in combat scenes.
Yeah, which Then speaking of adaptations, that's yeah. Did you hear about how there's only there's this fan studio that's like saying, hey, we're gonna do a proper adaptation of Berserk since no company seems to be bothering with this anymore. Like they're gonna go and do. Oh yeah, no, a fan
honest-
studio is like, yeah, we're gonna do a fucking proper adaptation, like animation
Honestly,
of the thing.
Honestly, considering they are going to finish it based upon the wishes of the creator,
Mhm.
because his buddy is in charge of it now, who knows the ending, I would say stay away from it till it's done.
Yeah.
Stay away from it till it's done. There's no point, really.
Cellshade has an interesting point because he is a animator himself. Actually, has done some interesting stuff, but use CGI for objects, not organic characters and beings. Yeah, that works better for the CGI. But like what I was saying is, I know. Not why was I saying Demon Souls? Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer uses CGI for like the crows and stuff. And did they use it for some of the fight scenes? It's been a little while.
No.
Yeah, they only
Like,
use
I
it
don't
for
know.
the
I don't
regular
crows.
anime.
I kind of don't watch Demon Slayer.
You should check it out. It's pretty damn good.
No, I don't.
That dude,
Okay.
that dude fucking cries so much.
I'm sorry. I just.
It is good.
Every
Tanjiro's a
every
crier.
time someone
He's the crier.
mentions Demon
Yes.
Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen, it's like you gotta watch. It's like I get the same reaction I've got when Stranger Things was coming out, and everybody and their mother was telling me you gotta watch this. I'm like, fuck you. Like I've gotten to the point where it's like, if you tell me to watch Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
I'm not going to tell you to watch it, but Demon Slayer is good. It's and I'm
It probably
50-50.
is. I'm just not gonna watch it because
I'm 50-50 on Jujutsu Kaisen. I still need to watch season 2. It's still airing, but Demon Slayer is quality.
You know what? We're gonna pull this up real quick. I don't normally show whatever Cloud throws into the private chat, but you know what? This is proof. This is proof that we can still depend and rely 100% on Japan right here. This shit right here. Okay. This is proof that we can depend on Japan. Look at this.
That's just some
Look
fan
at-
art. Show the
Yes,
teeth
I
pic
know
that's
it
been
is.
going around today. Show the real Tifa pic that's been going around today.
Give me the real Tifa pic that's been going around today, because I will
Geez,
show
I
that
passed
shit.
it like
I
20
was gonna
times.
say
in the
that
past half
dude's
hour.
tuck game is on point.
Alf
See-
reposted it. Let me go to Alf.
See, Bug, even Scriptic Mind,
I'm
who
not
is new to
saying
the
that
channel,
it's-
by the way.
I'm not
How you
saying
doing,
Demon
bud?
Slayer is bad or Jujutsu Kaisen is bad. Like it probably is really good.
All right.
Thing is, you're not going to get me to watch it just because of
Listen, I
everyone trying
understand
to
what
like
Bug is
force me
saying.
to do it.
I understand what Bug is saying.
I
I have
get
that
it.
mentality too with a lot of things too, where people say, "Oh, this thing's awesome." I will go the other way, but I mean, I usually I'm not so angry about it.
I'm gonna have a way to get Bug to watch it. I have an idea.
You're gonna have to
Bug-
wait 10 years because here's the thing.
But
I did
Bug,
the same
have-
exact. No. Let me finish. I did the same thing when My Hero Academia came out. Okay, everyone was talking about it. I didn't really bother with it. And then it wasn't until like maybe the 5th season was coming out that I decided to actually check it out, and I enjoyed it. If I'm ever gonna check out Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen, it's probably gonna be right at the tail end of its popularity when no one's talking about it anymore, and I could just
Well, it's almost over.
enjoy it in my own little bubble. And just be like,
Demon Slayer has
interesting.
about 2 arcs left, 3 arcs, depends on how they. Oh, hello.
Yep.
See, we put your faith in Japan.
I want to know who his surgeon is.
Don't
No, that's
you
all
say
woman.
that. Don't you
That
say
is,
that.
that is all woman. Listen,
Say that.
I might be fine
Listen,
with the
they're
people.
making life-size Tifa sex dolls over there. Okay, let's.
Japan is weird. They have like Andrew talked about this, the legal mindset. They have like 3-story high sex stores. Like it's weird over there.
love hotels,
Don't
man.
don't
Love
they also have
hotels.
vending machines with used panties?
Yep.
I think those are outlawed, but they did at least at one point.
Used to at one point.
Yeah, Dermy's bought them all.
Yeah.
No, actually, that stuff. Adam, put that link in the private chat just to be on the safe side.
put that link to the panties.
Just go to
we're-
Alf's. It's in Alf's timeline. It's in Alf's.
We are potentially going to have to pull that up every so often just to, calm ourselves.
I also
Happy
Oh,
thoughts.
Plenty calm. How's this
Speaking
one?
of getting people to watch things they don't want to, I know Dermy wants me to like give the One Piece anime a more of a fair shake than I have.
Yes.
So I have a proposal for you.
What?
Something Adam and I were talking about the other day. I will watch all of One Piece if you watch all of Stargate.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Like every
Deal.
Stargate show.
It's been a little while.
If you include Stargate Infinity, which is the Saturday morning cartoon show, lasted 1 season, there are something like 380 episodes.
They're
plus
over
2 major
1,000.
TV movies.
You're
One
talking to a
Piece.
guy who, in a matter
Plus
of almost a month,
they're also
maybe a
all an
little
hour
over a
long.
month.
So
You're talking to a guy who, in a matter of little over an hour a month, has almost caught up to Adam in One Piece.
right, listen, man, I think it's a fair trade.
Yeah, it's a fair trade. I'll do it. I'll do it. I will 100% do it.
Alf wants to do a show, and we need to talk. He wants to talk about like maybe. Alf wants to do a show. After he heard us talking about it, he came to me about that. He wants to do a show, and we need to maybe find time. I don't know.
I'll listen. It's been a hot minute since I last watched Stargate. I watched Stargate SG-1. I'm one of those weird guys who does actually like the Stargate movie. I'll admit it. I find it.
I love the Stargate movie. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I like the movie. I think the movie's fun, enjoyable. I like the world that they set up. It's just I've never gone back to watch the actual Stargate again.
What you
And
have
I
to
saw
do,
that back at 4 or 5 years old. So
when you watch the movie, you then have to just go into the pilot and address the retcons, and then just move on.
yeah,
That's all
I
you
could
gotta
do that.
I've
I
done
could
that.
100% do that because I do like the concept of Stargate. There's something about Stargate that I find more appealing than Star Trek.
No, that's
I
fair
know.
enough. Stargate is I rank that higher than Star Trek myself, and I grew up loving Star Trek.
Okay, Adam, why are you cheering? What the fuck is this shit?
All right, now listen. I'm all for meat.
I
Not necessarily a cheese guy, but I'm all for meat. But this doesn't make sense to me.
No, it does.
No. You
Makes sense.
can't actually eat it like a sandwich, though.
Yeah, you can't bite into that.
no.
You're gonna
that-
have to
that-
go at
Wait.
it with you're either gonna have to
Yeah.
paw at it or go at it with a knife and fork.
Have you
I'm
not seen
not
the
against
people?
the combination. It's just putting it between a bun. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, why don't they cut it? Why don't they cut it into slices and lay it on top of the burger?
Yeah.
To be
Because they
fair,
think you're like Shaggy from Scooby Doo, and your mouth is gonna like fucking
Yeah,
open
well,
up. Like
that-
Not to mention, you bite into that, man. That shit's gonna get stuck in your teeth.
well, also that it has a piece of bone in
stuck
there.
in your
so.
teeth. That shit's gonna like form a brick in your gut, and you're gonna like have a whole bad day shitting that out.
Worth it.
Forget your gut; that'll form a brick in your arteries.
I will
Dude,
take it.
You're gonna die at the toilet before that thing does any damage to your arteries.
Hey,
But
man.
from a
this
brick
looks-
in your stomach to a brick in your arteries to a brick in your
This
ass.
looks a whole lot more appealing than I don't remember if it was like India or some South African country that I saw it from was some guy cooking an actual cow's head to eat it.
Oh,
Okay,
let's
this
not-
looks
I don't want to look
more.
at that. That was so creepy. I saw that. That was creepy as hell.
They had snakes with that thing too.
Yeah, that was.
That was disturbing.
That's a whole lot of wrong. Yeah.
Okay. Here, we'll go into this topic right now because yesterday I honestly think Daily Wire did a shot across the bow.
I talked about
I'm
this.
curious. Yeah, I think everybody's talked about it, but it is a big subject and I wanted to get all your guys' opinion on it.
Ben Shapiro playing Snow White.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro playing Snow White.
No, I want to see his
And
sister play Snow White. That's what I want
Oh,
to see.
I will take
Dude,
that.
I'm telling you, the Brett Cooper looks more like his sister than his actual sister does.
It's
she does
creepy.
look a lot.
I never saw it before until I was doing my video yesterday on the topic, and I see her turn around. And it's like, my gosh, she really does look like Ben Shapiro. What the hell?
Or as I like to call her, Fem Shapiro.
I did put a
Look.
poll out asking a simple question: does Brett Cooper have a masculine face, or does Ben Shapiro have a feminine face?
Yes. Look, she's not an unattractive young woman. She isn't.
No, she's not.
She's quite pretty, but that also makes me think that Ben Shapiro is also not an unattractive young woman.
Exactly. That's the creepy part about this. It's like, shit. Put a little makeup on you, you look better. But Daily Wire, I do like the Hollywood Reporter version of this. Daily Wire is making a rival Snow White movie trolling Disney. And it's starring Brett Cooper. And before we get into everything that they said, what do you guys think of that right off the bat?
I
Go
don't
ahead.
care.
Go. All right.
I don't know if it'll do good or bad, but I would love if it like did a shit ton more than the Disney. That would be so fucking
going
cool.
Probably not going to happen.
All right.
Probably not going to happen.
Here's
Probably
how I
not,
look
but
at
it
it.
would be cool.
When I first saw you were the first one I saw post this yesterday in the Ballbusters chat room. You were the first one I saw it, and my first thought was I don't care, like Bug, I don't care. But I sat on overnight, and then this morning I thought about it some more because, of course, now this morning comes around. I got to make a video on something. I got to because I want to do a stream, and then we got this tonight, so that was my night. So I thought about it. I thought, okay, I don't care how it does. I don't care if it's good or not. To me, the most that's what my video was about today. If you haven't watched it, go watch it when we're done here, please. Was the idea that 10 years ago, something like this was unthinkable. 10 years ago, nobody was going to try and go head to head with Disney on a product they're working on. But here we are. And this is a sign of how weak Disney is. That Daily Wire could be like, yeah, I'm going to fucking do it.
Well, Disney used to be Mike Tyson, like biting everyone's ears off. Now Disney's the retarded child that you gave boxing gloves
And
to,
that's
and
my
everyone's
point.
lining up taking a swing at him.
Mike
That's my
Tyson did
exact
that
point.
one fucking time.
Point is, but Bug, that's my entire point. This is how weak Disney is. If Daily Wire, with their burgeoning production company, feels that they have a chance to put out a product that people will maybe watch more than a Disney version, Disney's weak.
Well, that's okay. I would love if it beat it in profits. It's not going to happen. I understand that, but what will be great is this is only going to cost them what 10, 15 million, if even. And so if they make 40,
less.
if they make
Agree.
40, 50
I
million,
agree
they
with
would
you there.
freaking make a profit. All I want them to do is turn a profit because we know that the Snow White one from Disney is going to lose them money. So if they can make a movie that makes a profit while Disney makes the same movie and loses money, that's the win.
Yeah.
Rather,
But
you know,
to be fair, the problem that Daily Wire has, and they really need to change this around. And I think somebody mentioned it in my comment on my video on this. They need to be putting out physical copies of this shit. Like they can't just keep it behind the paywall on a streaming service. That's what happened with Gina Carano's movie. They have to be willing to make a DVD, a Blu-ray, something like that, put out the music, whatever, to make this movie profitable. Because if you're just putting on a streaming service, you're not making profit.
Putting it behind the Daily Wire paywall is fucking retarded.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't work. And like, okay, cool. The Daily Wire is making some stuff that can like, quote unquote, counter Disney shit. But like at the end of the day, as said this in Real BBC, it's like, okay, who fucking cares about that shit? Like, I don't want ideology. I just want a story. So it's like, doesn't matter if it's right, left, up, down, panda, Sasquatch fucking. I don't want your ideology. I just want a fucking story.
It's gonna be so annoying when Ben Shapiro's my stepbrother.
Yeah,
Things
but
I
I was
would-
You
trying
mean
to
your
pay
brother?
attention
You
to
mean your
comics
brother-in-law?
otherwise.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, brother.
Hey,
Like
we're all
stepbrother, what the
all our
fuck?
brains are going into those
I've seen enough
directions
of that
right now.
porn. It could happen.
Okay,
too.
we need to go back to this because that is very much very much distracting.
Yes, and that's the point.
You know what though? The is like I get them wanting to get paid for their work. That's fine. But what they should do is make it video on demand and not necessarily
Yeah.
put it like you shouldn't have to subscribe to their stuff to watch their stuff. Like they'll still get their money for the product that you're consuming. But if they want this to have a wider reach, yeah, it's got to be out past that Daily Wire paywall. It's got to be available to everybody for obviously, a rental cost or a purchase cost like any other video on demand service. That's
Or
how
like
that's how they kick ass.
Yep.
That's the
Or
only
with
way
the
they
Daily
kick ass.
Wire thing, you get a discount. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I'd understand that, but
If you buy it, if you have a Daily Wire account and you buy it on our website, here's X amount of dollars. If you don't have a Daily
It
Wire
should be
account,
like
here's a
you
little
get
bit
you
more.
get free shipping or something. I don't know.
And make
Yeah,
it
free
and make it available on Amazon and iTunes and all that shit.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good fucking luck with that.
Even better, man, put out physical copies and sell those.
Well, that's what Jeremy was saying. I think that would.
Yeah.
I think putting out physical copies is a brilliant idea because then people will share it with their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you could put a pair of this chick's panties in it, and Dermy would buy 1,000.
I might, but here I'm gonna quickly get this reset up so I can share audio because
I
the
saw
trailer is
Charisma.
not. What,
Well, I,
what
was gonna
is,
say, I saw Charisma mention how Abby Shapiro
yes.
should have been on this, but I heard that they're waiting to use Abby Shapiro for their rendition of The Little Mermaid.
Well, I thought they were using Matt Welch for that.
Are they going old school with like just straight up topless mermaids?
Yes.
Fuck
Let's
yeah!
do it. Let's do it. But let's watch this trailer because there's not a lot that they show,
No.
but it still feels better than anything Disney's put out. Here, I'll even full screen it.
Once upon a time,
That's a cool shot.
Yes.
in time a prince would come.
Need better singing. No, that ain't good.
Once upon a time, but now that time
The story doesn't talk about how she sings,
is
just what she looks like.
Yeah.
See, that's what a trailer should do. It should be like, hey, we're going to show you just enough to whet your appetite, and now you're going to want to see more.
I
Well,
went
I'll give
over
it
this in my
this, it
video.
I'll give it this. They didn't do the fucking thing that the Invincible trailer did, which is throw pointless rap music into it. Thank God for that.
No. Don't you love they had one guy who was literally saying apples didn't exist like that or whatever in the time period, and I'm all like, you're picking on that they have apples when they shouldn't be there, when literally you have a Snow White
it's
that's
like,
not
oh,
white, or a mermaid that's somehow
like-
black, or yeah.
That's,
You
just,
get
that's always
nit-
the stupidest thing about it. It's like the same thing with like people are trying to like complain about. Well, not all the women in the video games could look like supermodels. It's like realistic. It's like my brother in Christ. I just shot a demon baby with a laser gun in space. We left realism a long fucking time ago.
There's times you get
this is a story-
nitpicky and times you don't.
Yeah.
Like this is one of those, and this is like, okay, the apples don't look real. Motherfucker, she's talking to goddamn small midget people and running away from an evil stepmother that can like transform into an old lady like that. Really,
Can I
is
just
out
be-
the
That's not believable.
window.
You want to know what I'm happy about most in this trailer?
The squirrel, you like squirrels?
Fucking real animals.
Is that even a real? Is that
I don't
This
know
is-
that.
This is supposedly a real squirrel,
that? No fucking way. That's a real squirrel.
and these are real deer.
okay, the deer
The
might
deer
be
do
real,
look
but
real.
I don't know about that squirrel.
I think that was supposed to be a real squirrel. I think people are saying like this is a 100% a real squirrel. I know it looks a little off, even if it's CGI. 10
If
times better
I'm more
CGI than
likely
what
to
we've
believe
been
that's a
getting.
fucking puppet.
Look,
Yeah,
I
same
ran
with
over a
Johnson.
squirrel today. That doesn't look quite right.
Something's off with that.
They might be.
with that
They might be
squirrel.
They might also be filling it in like a high res thing.
Sam is all. It's not flat. It's not. A
I would say
squirrel."
this one.
It's missing that tire mark right through the middle.
Yeah. I just realized something. This is Disparu's squirrel that he's got for his Twitter profile picture.
But again, I say that this is a CGI squirrel. That looks real.
Something about it just looks too.
It's a little uncanny valley.
The jaw looks a little weird.
Yeah, it's the face. It's the head. That's the issue. The rest of it looks fine.
But then you compare it to what you might be getting from like a Disney right now and their
no, it's
CGI
good.
and everything that they're getting.
CGI.
Like we're actually having
We need to compare squirrels. Disney, release your trailer with squirrels.
Well,
Yeah.
We need
that's
this.
the thing. That's the thing, Dermy, is that the fact is I have a question as to whether this is a real squirrel or not, but I'm not sure either way. That's good CGI.
Yeah. And I like how they're actually using, you mentioned it like this is a good shot. This obviously is not done on that what is it called? Volume. This is not done on volume. This whole trailer feels alive. Even for the little bit that it has.
Those are
And
real
then we get
trees.
to-
They're on location somewhere.
Yeah. And then you
And
get to
that is a
Ben
real
Shapiro.
woman.
I mean, Brett, are we sure?
Well, we should wait until Dermot gets the panties, and then when you sniff them, if they smell
Yes.
like dong, that's Ben Shapiro in a wig.
Listen, have you ever seen
Kosher
Brett
dong,
Cooper
kosher
and
dong,
Ben
that's great.
Shapiro in the same spot? I haven't.
Okay, it's fine that she doesn't look like absolute gorgeous. It's just long as she's better looking than the queen, who she's supposed to be better looking than.
Yeah,
So maybe
who's
Ben
playing the
Shapiro being the
queen?
queen. Maybe that's the
Wait,
we'll know
who's
the
gonna be
difference.
playing the queen?
Then it would be twins.
You know what? I hate to say this. I kind of want Gina Carano to play the evil queen.
Oh, she would be good. She could.
You know what? That might actually
If
be. a
Gina
good role
Carano
for
played
her,
the evil queen, she wouldn't use an apple to kill Snow White. She just fucking walk up to her and bang break.
She
her
arm
back.
bars her.
Right.
Just lift her up over her head and just snap her on her knees. Like,
Because that's the thing that people are often like when they make these arguments about these like newer versions that are not quite right, like you got the wrong person. Like Rachel Ziegler's got this unibrow that won't quit. Like that's not attractive, you know.
also, I could land an airplane between her eyes.
Right, but the fact is that the queen in the stories, unless she has disguised herself as the hag, is also a gorgeous woman. So I don't have any issue with Gina Carano playing her. You know,
Yeah.
I'd actually like to see what she would do with a villain who's not in Deadpool.
I mean, that would be interesting. But
I like her in Deadpool.
I also
did
like
too.
I like what Brett
I
Cooper
thought they
says.
should have showed the boob.
Even though it, yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of
she's-
agree too.
Yeah,
We
I
all
was-
were seen there
yeah.
going like, there has to be a picture of that they
Yeah.
they have behind the scenes.
Have you
There's
guys seen,
somebody got a picture of that, right?
Have you guys seen the method in the the madness in the method?
Madness in the Method? No.
Yeah, it's Jason Mewes' first directorial debut. Gina
No.
Carano plays his wife in that, and she says to him, "Command my clit, Commander."
Mm.
What?
Well,
Yeah,
I know
it's a
there,
weird little movie.
there's apparently a video of Gina Carano weighing in for one of her fights, and she only has a towel on.
Mhm.
And when she gets up to like the scale, they remove the towel, but they hold it so that nobody can take a picture of. And there was some guy that did like kind of peek over. The guy holding the tower did peek over, and he was impressed.
Hey,
He was happy he got a nice little shot.
Pixar didn't have.
Listen, stop.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna break your brains here. Okay.
Oh.
About 2-3 years ago, before she did the Star Wars stuff, and she got online, she's doing a bunch of promotion. She put up a picture of basically her silhouette topless.
Oh yeah, that.
It was magnificent. It was.
Oh
She's a
yeah,
good-looking
that got
woman.
her. That got
She-
deleted off Instagram. I think it was.
Yeah,
She's,
but I still saw it, and it made my.
I think you
it
can
made-
still
Yeah, it was a
find
good
it
one.
Great. It was
when
fantastic.
she's when she's topless and doing that kickboxing.
But she was just standing there. She was
very
just,
nice.
it was glorious. It was glorious. I'm just gonna say that it was glorious, and it made all my years of simping worth it.
Yeah. Hey, we do not blame anybody for simping for Gina Carano.
Simp since 2012, baby.
But back to Brett Cooper real quick. Even though this feels
Aw.
Hollywoodish, I kind of like what she says here. I was raised on the original Grimm's fairy tale, so I'm thrilled that we're bringing this iconic story to life for the next generation. Cooper said, Snow White is such a beautiful character, and I'm honored to playing her like all the best fairy tales. This is a story with timeless values like love, friendship, and kindness, and I can't wait to share them.
Oh, I can't wait to see if they have the bit where the queen tells the guardsman to take her out in the woods and cut her heart out and bring it back, and he can't do it, so he cuts out a boar's heart and brings that back bloody in his hand.
They might, because they're talking more about doing the actual Grimm's fairy tale, but it is for kids.
They want
so
kids to watch it though. Dude,
Yeah,
if they put out,
the Grimm
if
one.
they make this in physical media, this will outlast the new Disney one. It will last
Oh, yeah.
the test of time
Mhm.
if it's
especially
good.
when you got flat chest over here, because this dress is not, honey, this chest doesn't do it for you. I mean,
You know,
this
it'd be
dress.
hilarious
Just
is if they got Gal Gadot to play the evil queen in this.
You know, oh god, I still can't believe. Why are we putting Gal Gadot as the evil queen in the Disney version? Why?
Because she ain't got nothing better to do.
Well,
Yeah.
she's definitely not doing Wonder Woman right now. So
Yeah. Well, Snow White actress Rachel Zegler reveals the live action film is changing the meaning of Ferris of the Mall. And I'm just going over this. Remember that even though it felt kind of corporate and Hollywoodish, Brett Cooper talked about how she enjoyed the movie. Then you have Rachel Zegler saying things like she's not going to be saved by the prince or dreaming about true love.
it's
You got-
proper corporate. The Daily Wire one. They're just
Yeah.
like they're fawning over the movie. They're just saying, "Hey, we're happy to do this. You know, this is
The
like
is
we're
that?
excited for it." Meanwhile, Zegler. Oh well, we're gonna change this, and she's like getting like all uppity. It's like, bitch, shut up. Just say you like the movie, like you're excited to play the role. Say thank you to your agent. Get the fuck out and collect your check.
Yeah, you got
What is that
apparently
a
Snow.
picture from?
This is gonna be from the new Hunger
the
Games
Hunger
movie.
Games prequel.
This
Oh,
is like President Snow, and I'm just now realizing he's in a skirt, so
Yep.
I'm
Oh,
not
shit.
addressing that at all.
Why would you do
Uh,
that to Donald Sutherland's character?
I am so disappointed that the strike is still going on that we won't have her doing interviews.
No, that strike is not gonna end anytime
I know,
soon.
but
I have
it's
wonderful.
it's taking away glorious content of Rachel Zegler shooting
Yeah.
her mouth off.
But we also have a Snow White rumored to be an
I
independent
could make another
liberal
20 bucks out of that
socialist that leads a revolution against the evil queen. What else did I pull up? Oh no, that's about
I
it. Those
think
are the
they
three
did-
that I pulled up.
You
But
know-
there's
you know-
so
you know what
many things that I
That
have.
headline, Jeremy.
Mhm.
That
This one?
sounds very familiar, and it's like, oh right, it's because the fucking Snow White and the Huntsman movie with the Twilight chick did the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Did it really?
Also, like- yeah.
Yeah, because it was like the evil queen was like a super fascist, like scary lady, and the Twilight bitch who plays Snow White basically just leads an entire army to attack her at her castle at the end of it. you know?
Charlize Theron didn't have to work
the
very
evil
hard for that one.
Once again, the evil queen was much better looking than Snow White.
Can I not? God damn it! It's no longer a link. But I think a lot of people put it. Also comparing the two, they put the image of Rachel Zegler in the Snow White dress. This thing here, just looking at the dress, it looks flat and everything. Granted, doesn't have any of the CGI, but then you look at what Brett Cooper's wearing. This doesn't look like it's having a whole lot of CGI done, and that still looks better. 100 times better.
Well, yeah. Usually the thing with the CGI shit, is because they're always like redoing it like every 2 seconds because they can never like put their minds to or settle on anything. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're at a stage at a time where Tom Holland's not even wearing the fucking Spider-Man suit. He's just wearing a fucking gray motion capture suit, and it's just like, motherfucker, put a goddamn suit on.
I'm sorry, Jesus
I don't
Christ,
need to-
Cloud.
What porn
Save
did he
these for
put up
Naughty
this
No No.
time?
God. No, that's good. He's just filling the links with porn
Why?
again.
it's not porn.
To that last one. I
Let me look
cannot
at
show
this
that one
one.
on stream. I
don't see any
cannot.
nipple.
You don't see nipple, but you almost do.
God damn!
It's a good pick, but god
Yeah, you
damn,
can't
Cloud.
show that on stream, man. You're getting fucking demonetized or age restricted or some shit.
Cloud, I love you, buddy. You just
Wow.
Motherfucker, you're supposed to keep to the Andy Griffin shit like Adam does.
I mean, I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers, but yeah, you can't show that.
you can't half the shit Cloud posts in chat. You can never show.
What are you
I
talking
love you,
about?
Cloud, but
I posted a
Cloud,
few memes and
you
stuff.
are the
At
people
least
that
she's not really small with big hairy feet. That's all I'm saying.
It's true. That is
I guess
very
this
true.
is an improvement.
But the Snow White is also related to Daily Wire's new kids content Bent Key, which I don't know. Do I have the trailer for that? I do have this right here. You guys want to check this out, even if it's
Are they finally
kids
getting around to
content?
doing this? Because they announced
Yes.
this shit like 2 years ago.
yes, this is what it is. Apparently, the app is out. So let's.
Hi.
You can hear that?
You made it.
Oh, hello.
Yep.
Want to play?
I've seen enough. These two are ready.
Ready or
make a
not,
lolly?
here we
I don't know.
Please keep your arms and legs inside the cart at all times.
Hurry up. The party is starting soon.
Yeah! Follow me! Where is he going?
We're going on a treasure hunt. We're exploring the wild blue yonder.
It's Chilla time.
Okay.
Pretty incredible.
It's unbelievable. Whether big or little or big, we all have fabulous adventures.
I mean,
What?
it exists.
It's a bunch of really young kids content, but the
Yeah,
thing
I mean,
is, like,
I have
I'll
young
at least
kids,
give
man.
it. I can
with
give
this.
it this. If there's variety in the cartoon stuff, it doesn't all look like one same show. So
yeah.
plus side there.
I will say, if
Yeah.
I had kids, Chinchilla show, that Chipchilla, that does look kind of charming.
Motherfucker, I just
look-
make them watch SpongeBob.
Like I said, I don't let my kids watch SpongeBob. That shit's retarded.
Yes.
That was the
Yeah,
beginning
well, I
of
want
the
him to be
ADD
retarded.
crisis
Fuck
in
you.
our children.
Yeah. SpongeBob created the Zoomer fucking crisis.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I have small kids, and the fact that there's variety on there, like that's a good thing, because different kids like different stuff. So and if it's as wholesome as they claim it is, I don't hate it. I don't have any issue with it at all.
And I like to look at some kids' content solely because I like to compare animation styles and stuff. And you see something like this. I want to know what this story is and everything that's going on here, because this looks cool. Looks fantastic. Can't say the word. I can't say what.
Fantastic.
Not fantastic, but fanciful. Is that?
Fanciful.
Fuck you trying to make
Fanciful.
a new word up?
No, it looks fanciful. Like there's something about it that I do
That is
find
not a
interesting.
word.
It probably isn't a word, but it looks
Fantastical.
No, fanciful is a word.
fanciful. I thought so. Am I using it right?
Yeah, it
No,
means
you
full of
never use
fancy,
anything right.
as in flights of.
Fun and fancy free.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I like the way it looks, and with the animation style to this little thing here, I'm curious to check it out. It probably is something super like Disney Junior, Nick Jr. before they started pushing trends on your kids, or
So
PBS.
before Ren and Snippy, then.
Yeah, essentially before PBS times. This looks like PBS shows. If you guys have ever watched like the PBS kids shows and stuff like that. So
I thought it looked
Dude,
like
I
better
was
quality
around-
than PBS.
I was gonna say I was around for when Mr. Hooper was still on Sesame Street. Yes, I've watched PBS.
I grew up with PBS because we didn't have a whole lot, so free. Caillou is my jam, and something about Chipchilla looks charming and enjoying, and I
Did you
kinda
just
wanna
say
watch it.
Caillou is your jam?
Caillou
did.
was my
Caillou
jam.
was a
Caillou
fucking
was
piece of
awesome.
shit.
Christ. A whiny
No,
little
Caillou.
bitch.
Caillou was awesome. He might have had like
Caillou,
alopecia
man.
or some sort of cancer. I love that kid.
Like fuck.
Oh, he
Caillou,
just had
man.
Charlie
Like,
Brown syndrome. Dude.
Cyber Chase was where it was at least for the PBS.
Oh, Cyber
shows.
Chasers was fun. Oh, that was a fun show. And then you had was it Sabumafu?
Oh yeah, with that scary
Zub-
fucking with that monkey puppet.
The sloth. Oh no, it was a monkey. It was a lemur. It was a ring-eyed lemur.
Still a monkey.
Ring-eyed lemur.
Ring-tailed lemur. Shut up. Wait, are lemurs
I
monkeys?
think it died.
No,
he looked
they're
like a
primates,
monkey.
but they are not monkeys.
Well, it looked like one.
But they know kung fu.
And then they actually on PBS they did bring back the brothers for Zaboomafoo, and they're doing some weird like superhero animal show now.
Oh yeah, that thing. I've seen a few episodes of that.
It's charming. It's something like I'm not gonna sit down and actually watch the episode. But you know
Didn't they
what?
already do that with the Wildcrats?
I think that's what he's talking about.
I think
okay.
that is what it is. I think it's the brothers.
That's been around for a long time. My oldest, who's in her early 20s now, she grew up watching Wildcrats. There's aside from the conservationist bent, which it's very clear on. There's like, oh, we got to protect all these animals. Most of the show was actually pretty wholesome and it was good.
And well, like when it comes to like conservationists, there's nothing really wrong with that. Like I'm pro conservation.
No, man, I grew up on Wild America with Marty Stauffer, man. I loved that shit. Not so much the save the planet kind of thing, but I like the animal focus on some of these shows, and I think it's good that kids get to know the world that they live in. So yeah, I got no issue with that.
Yeah, and also like a lot of you like PBS, a lot of those shows are still very family friendly and stuff, and I know plenty of people that show it off. And I'm looking at, and they don't really have agenda stuck to it. And I'm looking at the stuff that they're putting out here. It doesn't really look agenda focused. It just looks kind of too kiddish.
Being a thing.
Well, it's for small kids, man.
Yeah. Well,
which is fine because small kids need entertainment that's not gonna fucking fill their head with garbage.
And this is my one criticism with like Daily Wire and like conservatives as a whole. You can't just put out cartoons or animated content just for kids because they believe once you get to a certain age, you should be watching solely live action stuff. No, you need some more variety even for the adults to be able to watch it.
That's going to be
something to deal with.
Yeah, good fucking luck with that.
Good luck. That's going to be an issue with that because they don't, as a part of their company, one of their core values is they believe that people should grow up and leave childish things behind. Period. They're not going to lean into that, which is of course going to be leaving money on the table. You're right about that, but yeah, don't hold your breath.
You're not getting no like adult animated drama thing that's like god tier shit. You're not getting that from Daily Wire.
We're not gonna get a I just had the article and I closed it out. There it is. We're not gonna be getting a Gargoyles from Daily Wire.
Which by the way, Gargoyles, like I love that show. I watched that show as a kid. It should not necessarily have been on Disney Afternoon because the themes were a little bit more mature than maybe some of the other shows over there.
We said that last night. It's actually pretty hardcore. It's very gritty. I mean, they're adapting Shakespearean stuff. The Macbeth Demona arc is fantastic.
Well, that's later on, but I think it's like episode 7 or 8 where Broadway accidentally shoots Eliza with her own gun.
Well, I mean, even in like Justice League had some very dark tones, and Justice League Unlimited, one of the final episodes when they're talking about Batman, when Batman's sitting down with, is it Ace or 10?
It's Ace.
It's Ace. When he's sitting down with Ace, that's a dark fucking episode.
That's the finale of season.
It is, but that's also
season 1.
Yeah, it was going to be.
That's also like 10 years after Gargoyles too.
Yeah, but I mean they've been dealing with dark themes in kids content for a while, but that's what makes these kids content actually kind of enjoyable. Is like, hey, kids aren't picking it up, but the adults end up picking it up. That's
Gargoyles was very creative for their time by literally mashing up Shakespeare, Fey lore, and Arthurian lore, and they just mashed it all up, and they came out with a unique take on all of it.
They also co-opted most of the cast of The Next Generation.
That too, yeah, we're talking about that. Like you had Certus as Demona, you had Frakes as Xanatos, you had Michael Dorn as Coldstone. Yeah, and it was.
Who played Goliath again?
And somebody last night in the chat
said David, dude.
That was David Keefe. And somebody in the chat last night said that even Avery Brooks had a voice in that at some point.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a show ahead of its time, and ironically,
voice acting.
I mean, 78 episodes, 13 season 1, 52 in season 2, which was the Avalon arc, which was massive. And then only 13 more episodes in season 3, which is the wrap up, which they aired on ABC Saturday morning cartoons to tie it all up. And that final battle between Puck and Oberon is still one of the coolest fights.
There's also not a lot of people saw this because it was obviously a merchandising tie-in, but there was a comic book series that I think it was Marvel that put it out.
I think so.
And I've still got the first 13 issues of that, like single issue. I bought them when they came out, and it's pretty good.
God damn, I want to watch Gargoyles again. So good, but you know what I don't want to watch? A live action Gargoyles.
No, that'd be like some Uncanny Valley shit. Like,
No, it's gonna end up like I Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's being put out by Disney
I
Plus.
kind of feel sad.
Owned by
about
Annabelle
Frankenstein.
series writer.
so
What's Annabelle?
It had
I
potential.
asked that last night. It's apparently a horror movie trilogy.
Oh, you mean like I know what you're talking about. Fuck. What was their first one?
Saw,
No, Annabelle is the doll.
Conjuring.
Conjuring, the Conjuring verse. So they're having.
Well,
Why
he
are
also
you
did
having-
Aquaman.
Wait. Oh. No, that was the producer, not the show writer, not the writer, because the producer is the Asian guy.
James
Wan.
Wan.
He's
James
Australian.
Wan.
Asian
He
guy.
did,
He's a-
he
Fucking
did
racist.
Conjuring. He did Saw. He did Aquaman.
But yeah, but is he helmed by? So he's also helming this. Wait, what? I didn't even read it. I just wanted to talk about it because I don't want this.
Yes, James Wan is one of the guys that got in to make this happen, and he is the guy who's behind Aquaman and behind Saw and behind Conjuring Universe and all that stuff.
Okay, outside of Aquaman, because the Conjuring verse is actually kind of scary depending on which movie you watch. Some of them are kind of bleh.
Well,
Well,
most of his
I
work is in
learned-
horror.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, James Wan has this like weird habit where he will start up a franchise like Saw or whatever. He'll only be around for like 2 entries and then he'll just dip.
Oh, so he's a JJ.
Kind of like that because like with Saw, he was only he helped start up the first one and then he kind of dipped out right around 2 to 3 because if you know anything about Saw, it gets all funky right around the third one because they kill off the Jigsaw and then they
Yeah.
And then they
realize,
made,
oh shit,
Like
we
9
can't.
more movies, yeah.
Yeah, we have to make 9 more movies, but we kind of killed them off too early, so we have to retroactively retcon them to be all over the place now.
I'll
But
be
yeah.
honest. I love the Saw franchise. I do, but that's because
I don't.
I like torture porn. I don't know what it is. It
it's
creeps
garbage.
the shit out of me, but there's
Jeremy,
there's an
rephrase that. You
appealing
like
to it.
torture porn performed on you.
No. There's something appealing to that
You like hot
genre
wax.
of movies that I enjoy. Like I
You
even like
hot wax.
Hostel.
What the
I don't
fuck
know
is wrong
about
with
that.
you?
I don't
Eli
know
Roth
about
is
that.
the
I
worst
didn't-
thing to
I didn't
happen
really
to
like
horror movies
Hostel.
ever.
I don't know what it is. There's just some appeal to this. Like
bet
this
you
I
like
don't know
stuff
about
that
that.
makes me want to
I
vomit
agree
and
with you
like
there on that one because Hostel is like that's ridiculous. Saw, I don't know. My only appeal with Saw was just the creativity of like the traps and just kind of going like, I wonder what could I make it through that trap if I was put in it or something like that. Like just one of those like water cooler
Well, yeah.
conversations you would have, not fucking. Oh, I really love the torture porn genre. It's like what the fuck, homie.
Well, that's the
I
thing.
li-
Is the first Saw movie is not torture porn; it's a detective story.
Yeah.
After that, they get wonky. But that first one was actually a pretty solid
actually
mystery.
the second
Well,
one
yeah,
is
because it
also-
was it originally because I don't know how many people know this, but Saw was originally a student short film by Lee Winnell, the guy who was in the first movie in the tub, and he's also the writer. And they have like the reverse bear trap and all that. It was a very short thing, but then they stretched it out and adapted it into the first like Saw movie. And I was and I'm like, because EFAP's doing like reactions to the Saw franchise now, so I'm like winding up rewatching it through the lens, and it's like, damn, the movies get really fucking crazy and
they
wild.
get crazy, wild, but you have a what's his name? He's a famous singer, famous band, offed himself. Punk rock.
You're not helping.
You're not helping this one.
Kurt Cobain.
No,
Kurt Cobain wasn't pop.
punk rock.
Oh.
He wasn't punk rock.
He was grunge.
I would say more like the band that I'm thinking of is probably, you could say it as grunge. It's Linkin Park. Linkin Park.
Chester Bennington.
Yeah, Chester Bennington was actually in one of the Saw movies.
That's not punk.
Yeah, that's
I said punk rock because
it's new metal.
Because you don't know anything about music.
Right, Chester was in the. Oh right, Chester was in the fucking the final chapter one where he played a Nazi glued to the seat of a car. Right, I remember that one.
I think it was one of the final.
No,
ones
I know
he
it. I know it was the one. It was that one because it was a trap where it was him and a couple other people were, like all strapped to a car, and he was like super glued to a car seat, and he had to like rip himself out to like stop it, otherwise the car would like kill everybody.
Yeah.
And of course they were Nazis or racists. That's what it was.
Were they? It's been a while
that's
since
what it
I
was.
watched it.
Yeah, because when they play the tape, it's like you are all here because you are racist, and it's just like it's
Point is though is that shouldn't happen to gargoyles.
Yes, you're right. And OC had the Disney aspect. Like Gargoyles is a darker themed thing, but it's not it's not that. And at the same time, do you see modern Disney doing a darker themed show?
Fuck no.
I mean, not with one of their own properties, but like some of the acquired IPs that they have, like they'll do stuff over on Hulu, but they don't present that shit. Like for the Hellraiser remake they did last year, right? That's a Hulu property,
but that
which
wasn't that from Fox?
Disney owns stake in that. No, it was a deal exclusively with Hulu, but they're not going to put that on D+.
Yeah, and this is going to get put on D+.
Yeah, and like you have to be skeptical of what they're gonna do because it's like, all right, what are the characters and what kind of crap could you expect them to pull?
Goliath is going to be called Golidia.
Well, it's either gonna be like, because either it's gonna be like a trans thing or it's gonna be like a race thing, depending on who you're getting.
It's probably going to be a race thing.
The obvious thing to do here with the existing characters is make Demona the put upon hero who's better than everybody.
The girl, Demona becomes the girl boss. Xanatos becomes a Donald
Goliath
Trump
becomes
wannabe.
toxic as hell, and
Earlier this year, somebody tried to say that Gargoyles was a trans allegory or some shit like that. They already tried that.
They say that about everything. Don't fucking listen to that. That's
I don't
bullshit.
know. I just
You're talking
remember-
about
I
the same
remember it.
guys that think because Spider-Gwen had trans colors near her that she's somehow transcoded or something.
That's the
it's
same
like
people that
surprise.
say
Girls
Pokemon
like
are
pastels.
Yeah.
It's like those crazy people who think the bisexuals own lighting. It's like you do not own neon colors.
Right. Well, that's what they think that because we claim the rainbow, we own all the colors, and you can't have any. And it's like that's not how that works, buddy. Colors belong to everybody. So,
Man, they love the colors of the rainbow, but there's no black in that rainbow. How accepting are diverse?
Anyways, we're coming up towards the end of today's episode, and there was one thing I wanted to talk about, and I don't. To those of you that know on the panel, because Samuel, you weren't here before we started. Do you think I should actually show the Eric tweet with everything, or should we just talk about it in general?
You're talking about the tweet with the screenshot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that on my list of things to talk about yesterday, and I decided not to.
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead and show it.
I'm more talking about it not because of what exactly happened, but because I think there is a discussion to be had with creator groups as a whole, and I'll try to zoom into this. So EVS put out this, and I don't know how this all started up. This was him basically showing DMs from behind whatever. This was a long thing, and I guess Eric and EVS and all of CG are now fighting. Great.
I believe that may have taken place during a flashcast.
Yes, this took place right after the flashcast where Eric was on and then got all the dick shit started up.
That was the one that Vito was on too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this was a few weeks ago.
A few months ago. This happened
it
during
was a
the
while
summer.
ago.
Yeah, so I don't know why he randomly started doing this. Like, I have not even read this or what prompted him to do this.
I'm not. Nope, I'm not getting into
But well, that's why I was like, hey, here's the tweet. This is just up, but people are talking about the drama around it. I wanted to take it into a different direction and just say drama basically happens. Groups fight.
Jeremy,
What?
let's just not do this. I mean,
Why?
I'm just saying, a lot of this stuff, drama happens, and I'm agree. Drama happens, but it only happens when people let it happen, and when people stop behaving like adults and behave like children, and that's it.
Look, the fact of the matter is like, well, I will sometimes listen to what EVS does on his channel, and I've seen him on the Jack Show and stuff, and Flashcast, and I will sometimes listen to Eric July's videos. Now, I'm happy that he's doing well. I'm happy that EVS is doing well. I don't know either of these guys. It's not my place to get involved.
Well, that's what I'm not even trying to discuss like their beef right now. Like, I don't.
Yeah, right. But I apply that as a general rule.
So yeah, that actually, Samuel, that is actually the kind of a part of the problem is that there's people who are trying. Their fans and stuff are trying to inject themselves into this and like picking sides and like making this giant war, going after like Nick Rekieta and stuff when he's got nothing to do with it, just because they don't see things the same way as someone else does. It's very
bullshit.
childish.
This happens every couple of years. Like, that's what happened with the Phantom Menace. It fractured like a motherfucker because of infighting, and because of people taking sides. And look, the fact is like who you like, follow who you follow, but it is in no way our business to involve ourselves in other people's private beef.
Well, what I was more trying to get to is I don't really give a shit that they're fighting. What I'm trying to say is like there is in-group fights. These things happen, and sometimes creators just don't work well together. Some creators work better. Like right now, who knows? Maybe in 2 months, none of us are talking with each other. Who the fuck knows? But it happens, and you have to accept that it happens. Drama happens. People grow apart. Things fall apart. Nothing's ever permanent.
Myself with people that I have worked with, and on YouTube. It's not even that long ago, but it's not something that it does happen. That's part of life, man. People grow together. They grow apart. You just got to accept that. You're absolutely right about that.
I'm surprised Cloud hasn't left your ass after 2 months of the Sasquatch fucking jokes.
Well, it's because he knows I'm telling the truth. But like the reason why I bring this up is I've been seeing people, talk about how they want to get out of the drama. They want to get out of the drama. They want to get out of the drama. They want it to all stop. But I don't think you can stop drama. I don't think you can.
Here's the
honestly,
thing.
you
can stop paying attention to it.
Here's the thing.
There's that.
That statement gets kind of annoying to me every time people say that I don't want to be involved in this or I'm tired of this. It's like, shut up then.
It's a very simple thing. When drama happens, you do one of two things. You deal with it behind the scenes and you make it go away. You do or three things. Do behind the scenes and then it's over, or you make it public. I've had a couple drama moments in my short YouTube history. I dealt with it, I didn't make it public, and I moved the fuck on. And that's it. The fact that this shit has to go, because some people are drama farmers, some people are not. Some people get dragged into it whether they want to be or not, and then they have a stance on it. And then, unfortunately, like you said, fan bases get involved. We saw it happen when Gary and Doomcock split up. That got ugly between the fan bases, even more so than publicly between people. People chose sides, and people left on various sides. And here we are again. It's in some cases the fan bases are stirring this up, and we talked about this before in private, so I'm not going to really go into public detail about this because again, my opinions on this don't matter to the public. What's going to happen is people are going to farm this shit for content, and it's unfortunate, and I think that it's either gonna burn itself out, or it'll get hotter because somebody else will then leak something, or somebody else will say something, or somebody do something that will eventually require legal action. Because because here's the problem: we are dealing with a situation where there are psychos involved concerning Eric July. Yes. People not directly involved in this. There are people who exist on this platform on X Twitter to be obsessed about him for whatever fucking reason. And I feel like there is a possibility that this may encourage them to do crazier shit, and that will be an unfortunate byproduct of this silly YouTube drama shit that has bubbled up.
It would all stop if someone just stopped paying any attention to it.
Sure.
I kind of, yeah.
At least paying attention to it online. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think there's sometimes you address the drama, sometimes you don't. But my whole thing is like creators fight. Creators are gonna get into beefs. It happens. This is life. You get fights in your own day-to-day life. It's about surviving it, and sometimes people just weren't meant to interact with each other. And there's some people you probably just shouldn't interact with.
I will say this though.
Yeah,
It's
all super unfortunate.
When the day comes that I have to destroy Dermy, I'm gonna make it public as fucking hell.
Oh, I want you to. Griff, baby, Griff.
I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna make it a spectacle.
Share my butthole pics everywhere, buddy.
I don't have.
You have butthole pics?
No, I do not.
Yes, Adam has my butthole pics.
Motherfucker's acting like he's Leafy.
See,
what?
Now you got nasty. You see, now you see.
You're the one that's talking about destroying me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
here
This
you
is
go,
why
do
I'm going
this.
to do it, though. See,
Why
now
the
you've
fuck
gotten
is
everybody on
Leafy
my
a butthole
side with
fix?
this. Everybody's on my side now. The day that I destroy you, and also it will also be the
See,
day that
Adam,
Raptor
that's the
shows up at your
problem.
house.
That's what we're talking about. It's like people like picking sides here.
Well,
I don't want to get between you and Dermy's back taco. That is not a fight I
Whoa,
want anything to do with.
whoa! Who
Yeah,
said I
exactly.
wanted that
That's a-
taco? That ain't
Fucking
happening.
fucked up.
Adam's gonna
sandwich
kill
there.
Dermy like one of the Saw murders. He's gonna like put a Twinkie on the other end of the
Don't take
room and
me out of
have
it with a good. Wait,
freaking
No.
Dermy crawl
that
through
hard.
a
You know
thing
what
of
I'm gonna
barbed wire or some shit.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna take him to the bakery and show him an oven. How about that, Dermy? How about that?
Yes, Shock. Yes, Adam is gay. Popularize it. Make it a thing now.
I could see.
Oh,
you
you're gonna
getting
punch
Adam
me
is
the
gay,
same
by
way
the
we
way.
punched you. Yay!
I could see you trying to get Dermy into the oven like the
Well-
family tries to get Harry into the car where
That's
they
the thing.
throw the burgers in and
I'm gonna
Like a
be the distraction, and then Raster's gonna come in and push him in.
Dude, you're gonna
get
you
that door
need like
easy.
a
loop
you're gonna
up.
like shove him in with a broom because he can't fit in there. You're just like,
What I'm gonna say next, because I
Oh,
like
it'll
having fun
fit.
with you guys, is I hope that this continues kicking for long periods of time. I hope we have many years of late nights at Ballbusters and everything, and hanging out with each other and talking to each other. I want
years
this
of
to
back
last.
tacos. Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking
years
hell.
of back
Kill me
tacos,
already.
maybe even a back enchilada, maybe a little back taco eventually. Who
Motherfucker, if you
knows?
ruin more Mexican
shit, that
food
sounded
for
bad.
me, I'm gonna like take a crowbar to your legs. I'm gonna go Jason Todd style on your ass.
Some back nachos, something like that. But you never know. Your
What?
time.
Back nachos.
Yeah, I don't know how that one's gonna work out, but we're figuring it
that-
out.
You don't
That-
bring
well,
cheese
I mean,
and body
it's
parts into
cheesy.
things.
That's disgusting.
You're right. I don't add cheese. I
Sick
usually add
fuck.
cream cheese. My
That-
own cream cheese.
Oh my God.
That's disgusting too.
This is why no one's gonna be
You
on
do
your
not let
side,
this
Dermy.
motherfucker near your food.
Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is I want many years, hopefully, of us interacting, being friends. It might not happen. Who knows? People are going to come and go. That's how life is. It's about trying to survive right now. Praying to God my back taco does not get violated by some weird Jewish thing that Adam has. But anyways, it's time to start wrapping it up.
Like a dreidel.
I was
I'm
more
gonna make-
thinking of what's
No,
the thing? What's the
gonna make a-
candle
I'm gonna-
holder again?
No,
Yeah, I'm
Menorah?
Menorah. I was more
Menorah.
terrified of menorah. You know,
Yeah,
that's-
I'm gonna make my golem come and take menorah and shove it up your ass. How about that?
Why don't you just make their golem shove something up my ass.
You know, you're not. You're
That's what I
not.
just said, you idiot.
You're
I
not
meant like
disproving the
make
Adam
him
is
with
gay
like a
part.
very
what is it
massive
with
arm
Dermy's
and just.
obsession and shoving things up his ass? It's like you're trying to be like that penguin from Madagascar that's always like it's like shooting shit out of his mouth. Like what the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the amount of porn bots that I keep getting, and I see stuff I don't need to see.
Dermy
See
is
things
the
with
good-
people's
Porn bots
apps
don't show
I
up
don't
in the
need.
chat anymore. You guys get
No, I'm talking about on X.
Dermy is the human equivalent of Mel Gibson on
That's
South
called
Park.
extra
You
reason.
gonna torture me? You gonna pinch my nipples? You gonna pinch my nipples?
Oh, do you remember? I'm gonna say something that makes me sound gay, but I really liked Pitch
Again?
Perfect.
Oh, dude, no,
Oh,
I've done that.
God.
Dude, no, dude, that's not gay. I like Pitch Perfect. The chicks in that.
I
are hot.
like Pitch Perfect as well.
I own 2 of the movies. I've shown.
I
First
like
two were
Pit-
really good. The third
First
one
two is really
sucks
good.
ass.
Third one can go die in a hole.
I didn't watch the third one. I purposely didn't.
Don't ever. Do you remember the dude in the first one that's like super masochistic, and when he's dealing with Amy, she picks up the trophy to try to beat him and goes like, "Oh yeah, give it to me, shove it here," and he bends over for it.
No,
Yes.
I remember.
I need to
watched
see
them
that
one
movie
time.
again. Oh, they're so funny.
Those movies are my guilty pleasures. They're my guilty pleasures. Those
Well,
first
they're
two.
fun. Yeah.
They are fun. I actually think the first one's really good.
I
Yeah.
can't look at
It
you the
is.
same.
That was the
ever
second
again.
one.
Yeah, I enjoy them. I enjoy the first two. Again, I own them. They're on my shelf. I've shown them on stream before. I will not hide from that.
They're good movies. So on that note, I know we didn't talk about Director X, but what really is there to talk about
him.
without
Fuck that guy.
He's a bitch.
Without
He pretty
anybody
much said
actually
everything
listening-
on H's stream earlier. So
he's just being pathetic and grifting. But on that note, guys, let's wrap it up. Samuel, thank you for coming in. Even if it was late, you're always welcome here, buddy. Where can the peoples find you?
yeah. Again, sorry about the late thing.
Hey, no
IRL
problem,
is kind
bud.
of kicking my ass this week. So
I know the feeling.
Yeah. You can find me on my channel, Samuel the Infamous. We do live streams throughout the weekends, Abyssal Musings on Fridays, Screaming into the Void on Saturdays, and Star Trek Engage on Sundays. Otherwise, pretty much anywhere my buddies are at.
I'm your buddy. I like that.
Yes, Dermy, you're my buddy.
Yay.
Don't fuck it up.
My buddy.
No promises.
My
Fuck it
buddy.
up.
Wherever
I'm
I
probably
go,
gonna fuck it up.
he's gonna go, my buddy.
Do you want me
Dermy's
to
like
go
my
wherever
little
you
gay
go,
good
Adam?
guy doll.
I had those as a kid.
You're gonna regret saying that. He's gonna be on your couch when you get out of the room with a bag. Hey, buddy.
Motherfuckers gonna be waiting in your closet, just gonna be like.
No, I already
Yeah.
watch Adam while he sleeps. It's perfectly fine.
You watch him while he showers.
No, that goes a little too far.
It's not clean yet, Adam.
Your back
Go
taco
watch that
must be
back taco
scrubbed.
more.
God damn it.
This is all on you, Adam.
Get in here with that scrub brush.
Cloud, where can the peoples find you?
They can find me on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and I make memes, and people also make fun of me of things.
And you also get kicked off
So
X for a little while.
So Claude, when's that episode of Bigfoot Hunters you're gonna be on?
Finding Bigfoot.
Bigfoot booty hunter.
Finding Bigfoot, and but I'm thinking of like some reality TV show of people going into like bedrooms and stuff to find
Little
Bigfoot, and
squatch
they
on the
find.
prairie.
Cloud's
love you,
walking around the
Cloud.
thing in camo with a box of condoms.
Hey, Cloud, by the way, try not to get your fuck. Try not to get your
Trying
account
to get
nuked.
tricked into a one-night stand again.
I'm trying to talk about the fact that Cloud got his account nuked for a little while yesterday, and we're going straight to the one night stand.
Yeah, and for stupid reasons, because the
Yeah, it was
fucking
a-
AI thing.
It was very stupid. Like you did
What
nothing
AI
wrong,
thing?
but he got automatically kicked into something that said that he posted something super violent. Which I mean, check out Twitter right now just to see super violent shit. But he didn't. He just posted a GIF.
I basically
That was
said
like
I
a
don't have
clown.
any friends in real life to play Pokemon Go with, and that's violent speech.
You can't be lonely.
And they said it was like
It was violent
him-
against you.
You can't be lonely anymore. Your life's so pathetic. We have to nuke you. Okay, you have to go find friends.
We have
Go
to put you
into the
down
real
like
world.
a dog.
Being lonely is offensive.
You'll never be lonely.
It's Soviet Russia. There are no lonely people. If you
We
find
have
them,
lonely people.
please
They
report them
they
so we
live
can
in
make
grave.
them not lonely.
One is the loneliest number.
Oh, no, stop! Don't stop singing, motherfucker.
Adam.
Let's get the outros out, okay?
Adam, where can the people find you, buddy?
Don't call me that. All right. You can find me at my channel, The Renaissance Nerd, right here on YouTube, where I do reviews, takes, streams, general fun stuff. Right now, we are doing Lords of the Fallen for probably the rest of the week. Catch another stream of that tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Natural 20, around 7:30, 8 p.m. Eastern. Depends on when I eat dinner and all that jazz. Working on my rant for that tomorrow. It's coming together. Thursday, more gaming, more videos, more takes. Friday, I'll be back here for freaking Ball Busters. And then Saturday night drive-in this week, we're doing Alien. We're going to watch that. And then Sunday, I'll be back on the Roundtable, 2 p.m. Eastern on my channel. And then after that, I'll be with Samuel, Devil, Alf, Ryan, and Anna. And I don't know if we have a Wesley this week for Star Trek.
Working on it. Not sure yet.
On it. All right. So I'll be back on Star Trek Engage. And then we'll start a week over next week with Mellow Mondays at 8:45 p.m. Eastern.
Awesome. Love you, buddy. Bug, how you doing? How you doing, friend?
Well, I'm eager to get the fuck out of here before you start singing again, dude. Because you're a terrible goddamn singer. Like if this was like America's Got Talent, I would hit that buzzer so fucking fast I would break it.
Would you hit the buzzer with the shovel?
Yes, I would. I'd hit you with a shovel too.
Oh, don't tell me with a good time, Daddy.
I am Mr. Bug. You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Bug, where I talk about superhero stuff, memes, and I occasionally threaten to hit Jeremy with a shovel. And no, it is not a death threat. That's called a gimmick for anyone that doesn't have a sense of humor.
It's also a promise.
Yeah.
It's a promise of a good time.
Yeah.
He also
I do editing. So if you pay me $25, I can edit some funny shit. Like if you want to have a video of me hitting Jeremy with a shovel for about 5 minutes, $25, I can make it happen.
Yeah, do it. I might pay him. I might pay you just for that. I'm not lying. I might legitimately pay you just to torture me in a video.
Great,
I could like use less with my iPhone and my shovel.
Moving on up, we got the other white dude that enjoys Latina chicks just as much as me. Static, how you doing?
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Hey, you like Coco? You suck Coco.
Coco's nice. Coco's real nice. I'm telling you, you should have used that as a chance to shill Coffee Brand Coffee.
I should have. I was not thinking.
But yeah, so I'm working on a couple videos. One about free speech, another one about our vice president being a dumbass about Second Amendment, especially considering the current events going on. And Thursday, we're going to talk about conspiracy theories and the end of the world and signs of that. And we're going to go over that racist dinner thing, even though that came out a couple years ago, but I didn't have my show then, and I want to talk about it now because it's resurfaced for some fucking reason.
Racist dinner? You know what? We'll talk about Thursday because I'm curious about this. What the fuck's the racist dinner? But speaking of race, what?
Well, I was just that's Thursday over on my channel, and I think that's it. Oh, I might stream Lords of the Fallen. I really, really want to.
I know nothing about this game. It completely slipped me by, and if I do learn anything about it, I'm probably gonna get full. I'll quit making videos for a while. That's how bad it will be. But Devil Made Me Do It. How you doing, Lord of the Fallen?
Yeah, okay. I'm Devil Made Me Do It. Nalik3 on the Twitters. Check it out. Beelzebub every Saturday morning. Engage and Get Ranked every Sunday. And then the game stream after that. You'll find me on a lot of these guys, different shows throughout the week. Even mutated little buttworm Dermy here. So yeah, just look around. You'll find me.
All those butts.
You'll find me somewhere.
Stick it in the butt.
What in the butt? I said what in the butt?
You're singing again.
Sorry.
Shut the fuck up, Butters.
That's exactly where I was going with that. But on that note, guys, thank you for checking me out. Thank you for watching the show. If you're watching this on the replay,
nobody want to check you out.
Shut the fuck up, Cloud. Nobody asked you. Guys, you're my punching bag. I love you, Cloud. But tomorrow night, we got Anna's Game Land is coming on in the tiny chair. So let's see how long that lasts.
Nice.
No, I have this.
You.
It's gonna end. I'm gonna say something like, "Hi, how are you?" And she's like, "What is that gonna be?" It's gonna be a bad time.
Yeah, she's gonna put you through the ringer like an Eastern European.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, she's coming in there to be serious, dude, and you're gonna get fucked up.
I probably am gonna get fucked up. I probably am. Anyways, but she'll be on Thursday. I'll be over on Static's channel. Friday, and I gotta keep communicating with him because it very easily could fall to the side. But we should have Lethal Lightning coming on.
Nice.
So that's gonna be awesome. Then
And now,
Saturday.
now thanks
What?
to Devil, he knows everything.
Wait, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Wait.
fucking Blabs thing. Come on.
The Blabs is over. You're a Sasquatch fucker now, and we're mainly gonna be talking about me fighting Mazza.
Yeah, I was
'Cause
gonna say
I'm-
that's probably what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
I'm putting it straight because Lethal keeps talking about how Mazza's going to molest me, and that's going to be how he
I mean,
wins.
he
I'm
would
going to be
do
like,
it.
dude, but here's the thing, okay? He's going to touch me no-nos, and I'm going to look at him and go like, oh, yeah.
Go.
My awkwardness and my
use that voice
degeneracy. Oh, yeah.
Think
My
that's gonna
awkward and
save
degeneracy
you.
is probably going to creep Mazza out. I'm probably going to be saved by the fact that I'm a degenerate fucktard.
All I know is that you somehow
Mazza is
better
not human, though.
you better get
Am I?
Mazza on Ballbusters because I made
I
that
need-
thumbnail for you that's sitting there waiting, and you damn well better get him on so it's
I need to
used.
talk to him again. Maz is dodging me, okay? He keeps dodging me. He's dodging my DMs, okay? He's dodging. I need to DM him again. But yep, check us out. And then next Wednesday, don't know if we're gonna have I don't know if we're gonna do Late Night Mayhem next Tuesday because next Wednesday I have my 24-hour stream where I'm going to be planning on streaming Pokemon Heart Gold for 24 hours to see if I can beat it. That's the goal. I don't know if I can. Fine, okay. I might throw in the Moria. Okay, I
Oh,
might
this
throw in
should-
Return to Moria.
At least you're doing variety. I just say doing the 24-hour stream on one game just gets a little boring after a while.
Maybe. Well, I mean, I did that before, but okay. Anyways, thank you again, guys. Please leave a like, comment, share, but whatever you got to do. Ignore bug and bye for now, guys.
Oh, fuck you!
Bye.
What? Toodaloo, motherfucker.